critical ones. Go and run up. The clock is started. 5, 4,
Hey, it's me, it's Jaden, your buddy. We're here, we're live. I'm the only one in the chat right now, but obviously we will be having people join us. I can see the chat now, so if you say something mean, I see it first, and I get to respond. Mwahaha. Anyway, you're watching Roll to One. You're probably catching this part of this little sequence on VOD, because I'm the only one in the chat. Which is cool. I'm not really upset. The only way that I would be like less upset, which I just said I wasn't, but I kind of am, is if you liked and subscribed, because that helps us a bunch and helps make me a better dungeon master. Believe it or not, I thrive on. I'm a words of affirmation person.
Well, so, you know, if they're watching VOD, they don't know how many people are watching.
That's true.
There's 300 people in the chat right now.
Oh my God, there's so many
crowds of fans.
No, I'm not the only one anymore. We have other humans.
Hello to the adoring throngs of people.
Throngs? You almost said
thralls. Thralls.
We're about to get into Star Wars action. I probably should have said that. Anyway, you're probably listening also on YouTube Music, and I appreciate you for that. If you're a podcaster like myself, that's actually how I consume this content, because I also am a fan of us. He's opening something. It's probably a soda for legal reasons.
If you didn't specify, they wouldn't worry.
Nobody's worried.
Yeah.
In fact, Zane's a better player with soda.
Thank you.
All right, so I mean, I think that for the sake of my sanity and yours, let's just get right into tonight's episode of Star Wars Ragtag. I'm not frozen. I was just... All right. So, this is exciting. It's been a month, obviously.
Whoa.
Music got intense. I've got to read things here.
It's been a month.
All right. So, the story began with a ragtag group of scoundrels. Jeeve Yorn, played by Jackson, a human Jedi on the run, Tanzai, played by JD, a Kyuzo warrior, and Drex Varnock, played by Zane, a Verk scoundrel. They had just completed a job on Nar Shaddaa. They escaped that planet on their custom freighter, the Spitfire, after a skirmish with some goons. Then they were contacted by Sky, a super tactical droid, who often coordinates their heists. Sky informed them of a Chandrilan archaeologist who had found a kyber crystal thought to be corrupted by the dark side. Then that group, you guys, agreed to meet her and retrieve said crystal. Upon your arrival to Chandrila on the largely urban planet's tropical shore, you were confronted by a bit of an Empire patrol led by an Imperial guard. This encounter resulted in a violent clash, but you guys did come out on top. After which, you met with Dr. Kazdan, the archaeologist who had mentioned the kyber crystal. She revealed that the crystal was housed in a museum, which was about to host a gala for its grand unveiling. Getting your costumes in order, you guys were basically quickly preparing for that gala. Dr. Kazdan was apprehended by the Empire, and you sort of got inside. You relocated to an employee lounge, found a trove of jewels and gems, which you'll eventually have to probably fence or get rid of somehow. But anyway, you proceeded to loot all of that, and we're like, yeah, let's just be done. Let's leave. Except for the fact that Jeev was feeling some sort of... He was drawn to stop this crystal from being unveiled, or maybe just to covet the power altogether. Who knows? But the kyber crystal is still in the building, and that is your prize. You infiltrated the curator's office, encountered a Magna Guard, a relic from the Clone Wars. After defeating it, you took its weapon, gave it to Tanzai, and decided to wait until the museum closed before making your move. Emerging after hours, you entered the ground floor, only to be discovered by increased guard patrols. Okay, so now here we are in the middle of the museum, and I think I proposed an option between the three of you. I said you can either get caught as a group, or you can leave Jeev hung out to dry, as he will be the only one caught by the Imperial guards.
I think Drex is looking back at Jeev, gives a worried look to Tenzai to see what his reaction's going to be.
Who goes there? You hear from one of the blue, not Imperial Guard, pardon me, for the super Star Wars fans like myself. It is a Senate Guard, so he's wearing blue.
I'm going to kind of do a slight head shake, indicating my intentions.
And I'll clock that, and I'll just kind of nod, and then put my hand on my blade and turn back towards Jeeves and run and draw my weapon.
All right, so Jeev, you see before you 5 Senate guards they have this like black slit, basically a full wrapping of blue, and they draw forth these, you know the name of it, these black staves.
Force spikes.
Thank you. And there are also 2 sort of circular drones in the air that are going to be firing probably blaster bolts at you. So you'll have those to contend with as well. But it's just the 2 of you who are discovered, I'm assuming, as that nod meant that Drex was going to bail.
Drex, as soon as he sees Tenzai leave, just runs.
Okay. Sounds good to me. So it's pretty much up to you guys whether or not you just want to immediately start fighting, or if you're not really going to be dodging any bolts until you guys engage in this combat. So what do you guys want to do? Drex pretty much has already passed his stealth check, so I don't need him to roll anything else. He just is going up the stairs, which will get him to the museum's second and final level.
Is this an open room, or is this a closed room with windows?
This is a closed room with windows. What do you mean? Like, you're in the big main foyer. You guys were passing out.
I want to push one out of a window with the force.
I don't think that's going to be an option here, but you can definitely shove him against like one of the museum. If you remember, there were these holograms of Emperor Palpatine and Darth Vader that were in the middle of the space. I guess I should probably describe this a little bit better now that it's nighttime. You guys know that it's very dim light. They're only like the emergency type lighting on, where it's just like low power, low energy stuff. And they're walking around. You can see their visors sort of glow a little bit of a red hue underneath that they can sort of see a little bit better than you. But no, I don't think you could throw them out a window. But you could certainly use the force and shove them against the wall, get them out of the space.
Sure.
So I believe you have a roll for that kind of thing, right? Using the force.
I do. You can use the force to move an inanimate object. On roll plus charisma, on a 10 plus, choose 3. On a 7 through 9, choose 2. my options would be it doesn't make an it doesn't make an inordinate noise, doesn't take a long time.
Right. So go ahead and just roll your, see if you use the force well here. Roll plus charisma.
Yeah, I didn't.
What did you roll?
5 with charisma.
5 with your charisma. So that's obviously mark experience.
Yep.
Everybody learns from their mistakes
Uh-huh.
in this game here. And you go to use the force and try to push one of the guards.
Yes.
Try to push one of the guards. And in this moment, he sort of blocks he blocks your energy with his staff and then runs up at you as quickly as possible and then just whack, whacks you on the side, and you take 1 point of damage.
All right, so Tanzai is going to kind of come back from wherever he was.
Yeah.
And kind of, because they didn't know I was there, because if I remember correctly, I passed that stealth as well.
Yes.
So I'm guessing they're kind of closing on him.
They're closing in on G. Yeah, you have the
Okay.
5 guards and then the 2 drones.
Am I behind them, or am I coming? And so am I behind them, or am I going past Jeeve to them? Does that make sense?
So it's basically like there's a doorway, and then to its diagonal there was a stairwell that was going to go up. Basically, one of those like center stairs that turns to 2 directions and then curves up. You guys were diagonally moving, and I'll just say that you and Drex got to the stairwell quickly before the Imperial turned and just caught the tail end of Jeeve, and then Jeeve knew he was caught because of his force sensitivity. And then you basically decided to double back and go where he was. He's at the bottom of the stairwell as they all kind of come at him.
Down the stair. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, so so I'll kind of step in front of Jeeve and swing at the one that swung at him.
I like the idea that you are, Jeeve's right there. Do you ignite your lightsaber at all? Or-
I will after
Okay, so he tries to push. He tries to push, and he blocks it, smacks you on the hip, and then you draw force the lightsaber. But just in that moment, Tanzai just jumps over you, puts himself right in front of you, and goes for a hack and slash.
And then that's plus strength, so 7, a 9.
9. Yes, you deal damage, but you do suffer his attack.
Yes.
And so you're actually also going to take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
And he, in this case, is going to also kind of move you a little bit.
Okay.
He basically sort of pushes you to the side so that they all are able to engage with both of you.
Well, we'll just do that. It landed in there. So that will be 8 damage.
Whoa. Okay.
Nice.
He looks really, really bad. As he's, I'm just gonna tell you, like cut into his chest. There's a lot of cloak, so you're not seeing a whole lot of blood right now, but you will.
Cool.
And there are, like I said, there's still 4 more of these guys and little blaster dudes. And we'll just say one of the guards just looks and goes, "See if there's anyone else." And they're going to sort of assume that you guys are outnumbered by them and that you're going to surrender. So they kind of have this like look of like, I don't know if you want to do this right now. Obviously you both want to do this right now, but I'm just saying that they're not currently like that guy got slashed, but he maybe goes on the defensive and is like, is there anyone else? And he sends the drone, both of the drones upstairs looking for Drex.
Before they start getting too far, can I try to push the 2 of them together to destroy
Oh, okay,
them?
sure, yeah, you can definitely do that.
Be another force push. It's a lot better of a roll. 9. Nothing I break is damaged, and it doesn't make a ton of noise.
Nothing you.
It was choose 2, and only one of those really
So
did much.
you don't want to damage these guys?
Nothing I value is damaged. So like,
Sure.
Tanzai's not hurt. Just the 2 of those are broken.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, you're gonna slam them together. Why don't you just go ahead and roll your damage dice for me, just so that I know how much damage that does. So Drex, you're at the top of the stairwell, and you look around, kind of look left, look right, and you see that you're up, kind of in an. You basically look to the right, and then there's like a little kind of platform area that you're on, and you see these huge skeletal, hollow, creatures that were once, probably prehistoric for the Star Wars time frame, up there. They're likely like, well, I mean, I guess you don't necessarily know unless you want to try to spout lore on them, but they're these creatures that were, up here. And then you also kind of look and you see just down, so basically imagine you're going up the stairs, you turn right, and there's all the privies. You just see a line of bathrooms.
Yeah.
And then you look to the left and you just see a long hallway. And then when you get to the top of the stairwell, you turn immediately around and you see there's a door on your left and an opening on your right, but otherwise you're just seeing a big room filled with skeletal creatures, and not really skeletal. You know what I mean? It's a
Like
it's a museum.
fossils.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a museum. Fossils.
Fossil room.
Yep.
Where's the exit
The exit is down the stairs. Is that what you're talking about?
that I came from?
Yeah, you went up the stairs, and then that was where you're at. You're now upstairs.
Oh, I thought I was heading for the exit.
You're heading for the exit, like to get out.
That's what we were doing, right? We're on our way out.
No, we were heading for the
For the crystal.
You were
Oh.
trying to get the crystal. Heading to the crystal.
And then the
wing.
two of us got caught. And
I'm
you
gonna
bailed.
hide amongst the skeletons.
Okay. So you hear. What did you roll damage over there?
4.
4? 4 is enough. You kill them, actually. They only have 4. I'm going to assume it applies to both of them. They both just crumble on the stairwell
Sweet.
as you smash both of these drones. But of course, that's not the only drones. You go ahead to hide. I'm going to just continue. Your stealth is successful. And you just see these like little driving by, these like drones, these black painted drones that are, shining a pretty obvious light of their vision, just like trying to look around. And you're hiding amongst the larger center fossil that's like a large lizard being.
Yeah. Okay. As they go by, do they pass by me?
They just pass you, yeah.
Okay. Do I hear what's going on downstairs?
I'm assuming you hear like the explosion from the force, and you also hear kind of this guy go, ah, and then he goes, after, is there anyone else? Go, and then you hear the explosion. So like you're able to hear that. You're literally right. I would say you're not even more than 15 feet from them when you initially go up the stairs. It's just you happen to be ahead of getting caught. So when they all got wrapped up in that, you were able to escape.
Okay. As the drone passes by out of the room, I'm gonna kind of regain my senses, stop panic, like calm myself down, stop panicking, and look. Do I see an obvious route that looks like it leads toward the crystal?
Okay, so you have basically you have a door on your left. As you look into the room from where you came in. You have a door on your left, and then you have like a small doorway opening, like what's the word for that? I don't know what an open doorway would be called, but it's not really a doorway. It's just a little, what's that called?
Awning?
entrance.
Yeah, it's an entrance, but there's definitely a word for that. I watch enough HGTV, I should know. But you basically can go that way, or you can go to the door. So it's really kind of your choice of which you think would be more important.
So the door or them?
No. You're up. You came up the stairs. That was
Right.
not an option I presented to
There's
you.
2 doors.
2 doors,
Sorry.
not a door. There's an entrance and a door.
Entrance and a door.
I mean, I don't think you're interested in climbing in any vents, but
No. So the entrance is away from the drones.
all right. I'm going to give you this sort of the best way that I can explain it. You went up some stairs,
Yep.
and now you're at the top of the stairs.
Yep.
You had to go around the opening where the stairs were to get into this room.
Right.
So if you went up the stairs, then you went around the stairs, and then you looked at this large room filled with fossils. You're
Right.
looking at the room. Behind you are the stairs that are going up, right? So that you came around.
Yep.
Now you're looking to your right, and you're like, oh, there's an opening there into another room. And then you looked left, and there was a door.
Okay.
And then
well,
around you are fossils.
I'll go into the opening of the other room.
Okay. So you head into that room, and you basically find like a cafe. And there's like a kind of like a cashier's desk, and there is a bunch of tables, there's some sofas.
Go back and look at the door.
You go back, you see the drone is making another pass. Go ahead and make another defy danger dexterity, unless you think that you're using your intelligence or something else to navigate this scenario.
I mean, I'm being cautious. So
I'm just saying, you're basically going to roll to defy danger and then just kind of choose your stat you're going to justify.
Would the advantage still carry over from when we have
Guard patrols, in this case, yes. So you do have advantage on this, yes.
I do have advantage.
Yeah, you have another die. Did make it a little better.
A little better. I think it just barely
Really?
7.
7? Did you not add anything to it?
And I'm using.
Assuming dexterity just by nature of
Yeah.
stealth.
Yep. So that's a +3.
10.
So 10.
10 is a super success, my
Holy
man.
crap. Forgot I have +3 on that.
That's huge.
Nice.
You shoot at it.
Yeah, that defy danger dexterity. I mean, you pass through, no big deal. You get to the doorway and it's locked.
Yeah. Do I hear any developments? Like, I kind of like stop to check and see, like, are they still fighting? Are they in trouble?
We're going to cut back to them. All right, so you guys are in the middle of a battle.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna swing again on the guy that I just
Go ahead and hack and slash.
clocked.
I'm gonna swing on another guy.
Slice.
12.
Yeah, that for sure
Yeah,
hits.
that's a 9 on mine.
9 on yours? Wow. Yeah, so this is one of those scenarios where there's no doubt in my mind that you're both dealing. 9 is going to take some damage. You're going to
Yeah.
still take a whack. So I'll go ahead and roll that. You take 5 damage
Okay.
as the force staff whacks you on the collar as you slice into him. What did you roll damage wise over there?
2.
And then are you going? So what did you choose? You're going to counter the enemy's attack, evade, prevent, strike hard and fast, dealing extra damage. What was the choice you made? So when you roll above 10, you get to do the fancy
Yeah, I'm looking.
little things there. But what was your damage there?
Mine was 4.
4, and you're attacking the same one that you had already attacked. Yeah, you cut him down. He drops, and you see these Senate guards are unfazed by their man being down because now there's 4 of them.
I evade an attack.
So you evade an attack, you do not suffer an attack, and you deal 2 damage to one of them.
Yep.
Just like kind of slicing him slightly.
Lost a couple fingers or something, yeah.
Your edge alignment was off. I don't know if you knew, but lightsabers do have an edge.
Oh,
They do.
yeah.
They do.
Especially in the Clone Wars
arguing.
cartoon.
Yeah. They do.
What?
I'm not arguing.
It's just kind of fun.
Yeah.
I'm just saying your edge alignment is a little off, and you only do a little bit of damage. But you're still kind of fighting them. They're trying to push you up the stairs for some reason.
Up the stairs?
Yeah, they're trying to push you, get you. Yeah, sure, high ground, but kind of be unlevel as they're going to be in control as you're having to walk backwards.
I knew this one guy. He said where we're at right now is good. Something about the high ground?
This one, you knew Obi-Wan.
I don't think he knew Obi-Wan. I mean, he remembered some of Master Yoda's teaching, if you
There you
remember
go.
the last
Yeah.
episode.
There you go.
Do or do not, but
Well, I think I'm just gonna keep going at it. That's my
yeah,
that's my
continue.
whole
I mean,
jam.
that's the idea. I'm just telling you your positioning.
That's a 12.
Yeah,
I'm going to do that.
So
you gonna suffer the enemy's attack but do extra damage, or are you gonna?
No, I'm just gonna keep doing way more damage.
That's
Okay.
a 9.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll some damage for you, Jeeve. Jeeve, you're gonna take 4 damage. Whack! You get smacked. Oh gosh, was it Max?
Just about. So he did 13 damage.
13 damage. So you slice so hard that you cut through the other guy and then into the other guy and end up having to pull out your blade of how hard you swung.
That damage is 9.
9 damage, and then that guy drops. So now they're down to only 2. Yeah. And so then they're like, we're no fools. And they sort of back up a little bit.
Yeah.
So you hear this all going on downstairs. It's
Okay.
you're the open air, but these drones are not really paying any attention. They're just sort of passing by, continuing their patrols.
Yeah.
Droids do that, right?
Now, to be fair, I did an evader counter, so
Oh.
I took damage.
You take 7
Oh, good lord.
damage as they whack you before they step back. And they're like, one of them says, "We don't want to die. We don't. Clearly you are 2 of skill and a Jedi."
Then your first mistake was attacking.
Oh, are you gonna attack him?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give you advantage on the attack.
There you go.
Okay.
I won't. It's not the Jedi way when
No,
they back
it's
down.
not the Jedi way. Oh, that's a 1 over there. I see
It
that.
is,
But at
but-
least you avoided it.
I got 7, 8, 9 to hit.
Oh,
9. So you're still going to suffer. Yeah, you are going to still suffer some damage, but I'm actually going to suffer some. Suffer the enemy's attack. And in this case, I'm actually going to try to hold you.
Okay.
So what damage do you do to him?
Did 3.
3. So yeah, you get this guy and he's like, oh, and then the other guy's going to try to hold you. So what I need you to do is I need you to defy danger strength.
Okay. Not great. I think that's 5.
Wow. So yeah, mark experience for the failure.
Yep.
And so you see Jeev, as you see Tanzai sort of goes in hard for the swing. He gets immediately kind of grabbed under his elbow and pulled around his head as one of the Senate guards now holds him, and then the other guy sort of like spins the staff around and then holds it at him and says, "If you want your friend to live, surrender now."
Knight of the Republic.
What does that mean? Okay,
Get
so
a
what do
mind
you
trick.
say? Yeah. Give
Let
it to me fictionally. What happens?
You're going to let him go, and you're going to leave us alone.
Okay. This is big. I need something big here.
8.
8. So what is
Without-
that?
Wait.
What happened?
10.
Okay,
My
so
bad.
wow. So what happens on a 10? Does it just work perfectly?
I'm guessing so because it doesn't give me the choice to pick anything.
Yeah,
Like,
so
it's
the-
not like on a specific.
No, I
list,
understand. That's good.
whatever,
So the difficulty in my head is that these guys are both strong-willed, smart people. They're not just like your average
On a
dummy,
10 plus
dim-witted,
table.
Right.
dim-witted
Special
guys.
forces.
Right. However, because of your role, I mean, I have to give it to you, but I'm going to give it to you in a way that makes sense in the fiction here. So
Okay.
you sort of say, let us, leave us alone and then go away, right? And in whatever way that you just said, I'm just trying to
Yeah.
process. And they let go of Tanzai long enough for him to get an attack. They're sort of confused a little bit, but you see them starting to collect themselves again to sort of they're not completely going to do what you said,
Yeah.
but it stunned them long enough to give Tanzai a chance to attack.
Okay. So that is going to be, so that's 5, 6, 7.
Yeah,
There
I mean
you go.
that's some more damage. In this case, I'm going to give you just the total surprise. I'm not going to deal damage to you.
Okay. And then that's 6.
Yeah, so that guy drops, and it's just one guy. Immediately as that other guy drops, you just sort of hear him just go, and he throws the weapon down on the ground and just like backs up.
Jeev is going to
Jeev, what's your name?
What I do?
Drex. It's a D name.
Drex is at the top of the stairwell.
Drex is at the top of the stairwell. He'd been kind of like inching his way, peering around, cautiously observing the end of the fight. And he'll now just kind of, now that there's no danger, swagger up to the top of the stairs and hold his pistol out. I see you had all the fun without me.
You're the one that left.
The strategic retreat. I was looking for our next path forward. You could handle yourself.
Convincing.
Do you know where we're going?
There's a door up there. It's locked. I need help.
What are you doing about the guard before you?
What about him?
You know my choice.
Very well. And I'll execute him.
Coup de grace. He dies.
Was that necessary?
You see basically the camera just cuts to the hole in the back of his head as he drops and Drex just turns around, puts it in his holster, flips it around.
Jango Fett style.
For sure. I mean, he has like the green, it's a sick blaster.
So, turn around. I'll do you guys come up?
Yeah,
I assume so.
and I'll turn to Jeev and be like, he saw us. He wasn't going to let it go. It
worth
was
a shot.
It was necessary, and I'm just going to walk away.
Before we cross the threshold into the room, I'm gonna hold my arm out and be like, security droids.
They sort of pass. And they
Great time.
pass around.
And then, I guess we'd sneak past.
Yeah, you sneak past. I'm not going to make you roll. I mean, the danger is sort of a little bit not really super critical right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
So I lead them to the control panel of that door.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. What do you think?
So I'll grab onto the door and try to bend bars and lift gates
Yeah.
and see if I can just.
Try
I'm
to
gonna
force it.
I'm gonna assist in that. Can I just Qui-Gon Jinn it?
What do you mean, just like stab it with the lightsaber?
Cut it open. Yeah.
Well, you're gonna assist. Hold on. He's trying to physically, forcibly open the door. What you're doing does not sound like an assist. That sounds like you trying to open the door.
Then I'll use the Force. Okay, that's fine.
You're trying to force assist him. That's
Sure.
different. Go ahead and roll to assist.
I rolled a 12.
Doesn't really matter in this case. Yeah, you just do it. So,
And then
11.
we
wow. So
the door ceases to exist.
yeah, he basically, so like you're trying to pull it manually because it's a sliding door, Star Wars style, right? You're just trying to pull it manually and you just shove it. And then Jeev has his like eyes closed and you hear the door kind of open all the way. And then you hear it crush against the inside of the actual door. That thing's not ever closing again. Like it's like, yeah.
So I'll change that.
It's like losing some Cheez-Its in your like the thing that plugs in your seatbelt. Like it's like yeah, that's forever there.
if I may, since I rolled over 10,
Yeah.
I can say nothing's damaged. It slams.
Okay.
But for some reason,
It's perfect.
it's just like
Catch
Okay.
it with your fingers at the last
I'm
second.
like,
So he tries to close it and you just
yeah, and it's quiet and doesn't take long.
okay. It's quiet as well. And you just push it all the way back in. All right.
That was,
You see
that was dope.
an array of lasers moving through the space, aiming all across like the area in a circular rotation. All four corners seem to have a series of 3 that are rotating and then also turning. So it's a very difficult to navigate laser grid. And you can only really see 2, but you also see in the corners as you're looking through this doorway. Now, I'm also going to describe that there are basically tables everywhere. And like in the back of the room, there's like this center sort of glass
Dais.
encase. Yeah, dais, but like it's got this like encasement. And in the middle of that is just this like little metal holder that is just holding this glowing red crystal. It's just sort of like
So, something Mace Windu did in the 2003 2D Clone Wars that I would like to do if you'll let me
okay.
is it was a, I can't ever remember what they're called, but like the tower, the octodroids that have like 3 legs, towers, and yeah. So one laser was coming at him. He just deflected it and took out a whole wave of droids.
Sure, this
I
is more
wanna
of
do
a
the same
this is more of
thing
an
with
alarm
this.
laser.
Oh,
Right.
Not like
It's
a
like
slice you
it's
laser.
not like a slice you laser. It's an
Gotcha.
alarm.
It's a trip.
That would be cool though.
yeah.
It would be neat, but
gonna
it's
say.
not going to apply, unfortunately.
Gotcha. That's less fun.
Yeah, so it's more of like a high security scenario. How are you going to get past the security?
Can I non-verbally communicate? I don't know.
You can
I feel like in the
communicate.
moment I would just look to Jeev and like motion with my head, like point, and there would be an unspoken knowing instead of being like, can you grab those and hold them still with the force?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, and as this is happening, do they seem to have like a pattern as to
So
what they're covering,
it's-
or is
it's-
it just covering the entire room?
So the way that I like I sort of just said, is that imagine you have this
Mhm.
3 laser directions, and they rotate. They're spinning. We'll say clockwise, right? So they're spinning, and then they're also the ball joint is also spinning the opposite direction. So there is a predictability to it,
Yeah,
but its coverage is very.
it's
It's covering everywhere,
Yeah.
but it's like not everywhere is covered at all times.
Yeah.
So there is a way to navigate through it. It's just going to be tough. Now, Drex, you've robbed more than these other 2 in your lifetime, and you've also seen Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Replacing this crystal is the biggest part of this.
Right.
And you currently don't have anything to replace the crystal with. And you might. You have all those gemstones.
I was just thinking
But
that.
Yeah.
but to judge from this distance the perfect gemstone to grab, or to fiddle with a bunch of gems when you're up there, both seem very difficult. Now you're welcome to roll, but I'm just saying that you can't guarantee that success.
Can I discern realities
Okay,
and try
interesting.
to guess? Because, you know, like you said, this is not my first rodeo, and I can pretty much spot the weight of an item.
Yeah, I actually think that's actually going to have to be a spout lore.
Spout lore?
Yeah, recall something
Can-
you know about the subject at hand.
Can I aid in that?
You want to aid in the roll? I'm into
So
it.
when you help another character who's about to roll, they take advantage, but you're exposed to any risks, costs, or consequences.
I like it. Yep. So basically, I'm going to up the danger.
Everyone knows that kyber crystals are not your usual formation. They're dense,
True.
heavier. We'll need something bigger, but the same weight. If it's a pressure pad, if not, then we might have a problem. Do we have something heavier than these crystals?
We have a lot of credits.
Yeah,
What about those?
got like
Well, you have a bunch of credits worth of
credit
crystals.
bars. Yeah.
Oh, you do have the credit bars.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, like I described, it's like a little prong that's sort of holding the crystal. So when you take it out, you're gonna have to put something else in quickly.
Holding the crystal.
So you need something of size and
I'll say,
weight.
quick, shave this credit bar.
Okay. And I'll take out I'll just take it to my sword and start shaving it down.
Okay.
It's a good idea.
So what was your spout lore?
That was my spout lore.
No, what was the roll?
Double sixes, baby.
Boxcars.
I'm not sure we got the third dice from, but I'll let it
You said
slide.
advantage.
Yeah, because I gave made.
With the aid, you just roll aid and then it adds to the roll.
Oh, I can roll.
No, it's fine.
No, they
Oh, they just get
No,
advantage
they-
and
they
then
ta-
expose the danger. And I
they
update.
take advantage. Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's been a month. Cool. So yeah,
I even read it out loud, but that's fine.
That's
Yikes.
I'm just
busting your
Picard, Rebel Moon, or Acolyte. What sucks the most?
Picard, Rebel Moon, or Acolyte?
Come on, we know the answer.
I think Acolyte.
There you go.
Okay, ready? Picard, the most boring. Rebel Moon, the most. Oh, you really had something and you let it fall out of your hands. And Acolyte was the most like lore breaking. Like it ruined what was already a part of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Acolyte because it sucks.
Yeah. Picard. Yeah.
Is this somebody in the chat?
Yeah, somebody in the chat. Grand Admiral Hawktois.
Oh, jeez. Spitting on that thing.
Yikes.
Although it's a close race with Picard. Picard was pretty savage.
no,
to
it was
the-
kind of sad.
to the lore of Star Trek. Yeah.
But I'm not a huge Star Trek fan, and so it doesn't affect me.
It's more Acolyte's more near and dear.
Yeah.
You know,
what
Rebel Moon's just
sucks the
mediocre
most-
on its own.
Yeah, Rebel Moon just could have been something cool, but it just wasn't. I appreciate your question. Continue with those. Those are fun. So anyway, you rolled your spout lore. What was the roll? Double boxcars here.
Boxcars.
So you get, I get to tell you a relevant truth or ask you to establish one. Neat. First of all, I need to know how you know about kyber crystals.
Because I've lifted a few in my time, man.
Okay, you've seen your fair share of
I've-
kyber crystals.
I've taken them from what's the world?
Oh, you've actually like been to like a crystal
Ilum.
cave and like taken one yourself.
Yeah, we've been to Ilum.
Wow. All right. No, you.
Well, yeah, I've been.
They have not. They don't.
I
know.
have.
Well, sure. Your backstory.
We had to get
But
one.
you have this like,
I saw a picture of it.
and then you sort of are talking about these kyber crystals, and you're talking about things, and you're assisting in the sense of like you're like, well, how much do they weigh? You're asking all the right questions.
Right.
Like you're getting him to come to those conclusions, and then basically you determine the exact specifications, size, weight that you need.
Mm-hmm. How much is one of those bars that we just shaved up?
How much money is it?
Did we just like carve up that we lose?
I think I sort of specified how much they
Yeah,
were.
each bar was 20,000 like Imperial, or not Imperial, but it's like the
Credits, yeah.
the credits. Yeah.
So you basically just spent 20 grand to have the perfect.
I mean, for this, hopefully it's worth it.
I'll tell you, with your spout lore, Kyber Crystal is worth way more than
I was
that.
gonna say, from what you and I have talked, I think this is worth it.
It's worth way more than 20,000.
Yeah, I still have a lot of money left, but that was a good chunk of it.
Yeah. Cool. So you cut it down. Now how are you gonna get it there?
Well, is he able to at least hold 2 of the 3 still with the force? Like I kind of.
You are welcome to try. Go ahead and roll plus charisma.
9.
It's not going to be for very long. Go, 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 go. What do you do?
I go
as well.
Okay.
I stay behind so they can have a way
You're
back.
still having to dodge out of the way of these other ones. Now, there's still 2 other rotating lasers, or rotating laser balls. He's holding 2 of them, right? You
There's
said
4 total.
There's 4 corners of this
4
room,
total.
right?
Okay.
So you're having to sort of navigate around this center passing of these, and they're still going to sort of be at the other end of the room. So you have to work quickly. Which to me, to work quickly with agility, speed, and finesse, those are both defy danger dexterities to me. So you guys need to both roll those. Getting caught's huge.
May I argue for advantage since 2 of them are out of 2 of them are out of play? You can say no clearly, but
I'm going to give you a +1.
okay,
+1. Okay.
that'll work.
Does that count as cocked?
Can you read it?
I can read it.
Is there a confusion of what it might be?
No.
Sorry.
I rolled,
but it's still a 10.
That's how he was with
Oh, I
Legion
rolled
on
a 10
Sunday,
as
don't
well.
worry about it.
you're like you
Oh,
got
wait, I realized I have a +3.
You also have a +1 on top of that.
Yeah, so
I got a 10 as well.
10, 10.
we're freaking fly boys.
Yeah,
in
so
here,
you
man.
guys, I think there's a moment where like it rotates around to the point where your guys are both going to get caught, but Tanzai does like a corkscrew and just pushes Drex higher above the laser grid. Like you guys jump in the air. You throw him up, you corkscrew through the middle as it kind of gets to its larger sort of web pattern, and then you guys both get to the front, and you know you only have a matter of seconds, and sort of Drex lands on the ground, sort of tucks and rolls, managing not to snap his cartilage, and then is now up at the front, and you guys are going to have to place this very quickly. The 10s apply. You just... and you have the crystal in your hand. Now, the moment the crystal touches your hand, who has it?
So I had the
So who
the
switched?
replacement. So I'll say I had it.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Why did I go then?
I don't know.
You offered to?
You're there.
I don't know what to tell you.
It's cool.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
saved. You saved.
because you asked me to cut it down.
As
So
one person's putting it,
Oh,
it
okay.
has to be
Then
so
yeah.
quick. The other.
So
person's.
who grabbed it?
Did you say you? Did you
so
want
I
to be
had
the one?
I had the replacement, so I would have been putting it in.
Okay. Well, then I yoinked it.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I need this to load. I'm trying to remember what the roll is here. Oh, come on. It's a big deal. Well, I'll just tell you what it feels like before I tell you what you're rolling. It feels like hate. It feels like pain. It feels like thousands dying in an instant. As you touch it, you feel the sadness, the overwhelming reality of what this weapon was used for. And then you feel something else. Go ahead and roll plus wisdom.
Cheese dice.
It's a straight roll. 6.
6. You feel the dark side of the Force for a second. The only way that I can describe this emotion is it's a bit of a my precious scenario. As Drex just
Ooh, shiny.
puts it in his pocket. And that you guys are fine. The heist continues. But you don't ever want to let that go.
Noted.
Okay. So you guys go out quickly enough. You let go of the force. And they begin to rotate again like nothing happened. The heist continues. Where do you go?
Sweet. This is why we're here. Let's go.
We got what we came for. Give it to me and let's get out of here.
Let's book it. Come on. And I ignore his request.
Okay.
And I just truck it as well.
You guys are going out which direction?
That doesn't even clock to me.
Oh, yeah.
I pretend like I didn't hear it.
Where are you guys going? You're going out the front door, or are you going somewhere else?
Wasn't there that passageway?
side
down
entrance.
There
to the
is that
basement?
passageway. Yeah, you're
let's
able to
take
grab a
that.
card off of the Imperial Senate guard and then swipe it, go through, get out. You guys climb through a you guys climb through a thin pipe, pull yourselves through, and you're home free. You navigate through the city back to your ship, the Spitfire. And that's it.
And we contact Sky because she's the one that asked us to get it. Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, the droid.
Oh yeah, it.
I
Is
mean,
whatever.
You can't misgender a droid.
The thing.
I
that it
wonder
is.
how many people in the
Not
comments
according
get
to
it.
Solo.
What?
Not according to Solo.
What happens in Solo?
There's a pan.
L337.
Yeah, I think. Is that really what they named it?
L337, yeah.
Like Leet?
Yeah.
Well, I'm ready to yeet with this conversation. So you are going to contact Sky. And basically, you guys go back onto the ship, and you're able to figure out how much loot you have. You're sort of looking at your stuff, and you're making an account of all that went down. Now, you guys know of a place that you can go and fence all of these goods. There's an old... it's a place you guys almost always go to after you guys probably have like reserved rooms. Almost after every heist, you guys seem to go back to this place. It's known as the Lucrehulk Lodge. It's a huge, sprawling space station, circular form, colossal size. It's an Origin Lucrehulk class battleship, which is the ship in the Phantom Menace that has the large sphere in the middle with the sort of crescent-shaped
It's like a donut with a bite taken.
outer docking bays, basically.
Yeah.
And it's, you guys know it well, but it's like a patchwork of reinforced, scavenged, all kinds of stuff, parts-wise. And then, anyway, it's huge, and it's where all the smugglers kind of go. It's a place that not many people, as far as Imperials, are able to catch up to it. It's a reason why a lot of the Outer Rim planets are now being targeted by all the Imperials, but this is a mobile base. So in order to get access to it, you have to contact people who are on board. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to find the coordinates.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to ask a kind of a mechanical question as far as as we're traveling and whatnot, would this be considered like time for rest and kind of like...
Yeah, I would say you need to get to the Lucrehulk Lodge to rest.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. All right, so yeah, we head there then.
Well, you have to contact somebody who's on the base in order to get access.
Do we just, can we just send out like a transmission on a secured channel? All right, we'll do that.
You're going to try to contact who? Sky?
I would assume so.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
All right. So you send out an SOS. I'm just kidding. It's a song. You go out and try to get a hold of Sky. Now, Sky is easy enough to access. You bring it up, and you see on the hologram emitter a super tactical droid. Like I mentioned, 3 eyes, little beak-type shape, and you don't know what color he is when you see him. But you know he's blue because you guys met him before. Yeah. But anyway, he looks at you all and is like, "Hello."
Hello, old friend. We have another haul.
All right, I'll send over the coordinates now.
Much appreciated.
He goes away, and then you get the coordinates.
All right, boys. Let's go make some money.
And you dial in the hyperdrive, and you go where the ship is. All the blue lights and things. Do you guys want to talk about anything before you're bombarded with people and other smugglers about?
Can I get that crystal from you?
You want to look at it?
I'd like to have it.
Sorry. I didn't see you grab it.
I could have left you there.
Yeah, we could have left you there too.
You were the one caught.
You're not helping.
I know.
Here. And I hold it. I hold it up.
I'm gonna grab it with the force while he's got it out.
Okay, sure. You're gonna have to.
It's a shit roll.
Yeah. So, I think you need to, Drex. I think you need to roll a Defy Danger Strength.
All right.
Well, I guess I don't know if there's a way to compete. I think there might be a way to compete.
Just gonna
against
fight each other.
Oh, there's always a way to do that.
I'm just gonna say that's a bad idea for you guys.
Oh, for sure.
I know,
bad idea. I don't know what to roll here, because it's like you leave it up to, basically the rolls determine a lot, right? It's like there's a middling roll, there's a big roll, and there's a little roll. But it's like if I have you both roll and they both roll middle rolls, then what are they? If I have them both roll and they both roll high rolls.
Wait a minute. Wouldn't this just be another one of those like where we are at an impasse with the last episode?
Yeah.
Trying to remember what that's called.
Wasn't there like a thing where you guys can like choose to?
Yeah.
It's interfere, right?
I think you're right.
Yep. When you try to foil another PC's actions and neither of you back down a roll. So basically you're rolling plus charisma.
Yep.
And that's basically what you're doing.
6.
What am I rolling?
6 minus or otherwise instruction. When you roll a 6 minus or are otherwise instructed, roll a gain of 1 experience point. Record a gain. That's it. So you just gain experience.
Oh, great.
So
Nothing happens. You don't have to do shit.
So before he can do it, I just
close your fist.
fist it.
Yep. And it's just, you can't even grab it.
Not
Force.
so fast, sneaky boy.
What do you want for it? Or what do you want with it?
Yeah.
I want to destroy it.
That was not the
Destroy
job.
it. Why did we grab it? Not to make money. This was a heist after all.
When we
And you got your precious. You got your jewels.
Yes, I sacrificed 20,000 credits for this jewel. In particular.
the job was to return it to Sky. If we
The
want
job was to return it to the doctor, and you look how that ended up. Do you want to be caught with it?
No, that's why I'm fencing it.
It's all the more reason we destroy it.
That's no.
It's
That makes
worthless
no sense
destroyed.
at all. That's a terrible argument.
the
No.
the other option would be to use it. We sell it or use it.
Do you know how to build a lightsaber?
Of course.
I know you do. Well,
I can find my use.
are you sure this is a dark side one?
If it gets it out of your hand, I'll find a use.
Oh, who said anything about it getting out of my hand?
I'm gonna grab my lightsaber and say, hey, there's not a choice.
I'm gonna just shift my eyes over to Tendai.
I would highly encourage you to not draw a weapon.
Let's just calm down. Alright? We fenced the thing, and if you want to go destroy it, after whoever buys it, you're welcome to. But until then, we keep it. Agreed?
Agreed.
For now.
So, Drex, when you decide to level up, like when you get the chance to, you can actually choose from a list of dark side powers if you'd like, as long as that thing is on your person.
Oh my gosh. I'm going the corruption path.
I'm just telling you it's an option as long as that thing remains with you. But obviously, you don't want to get rid of it, so
Okay. Yeah.
just letting you know. So you guys get, out of hyperspace, sort of get shunted back into time space, and you see this huge Lucre Hulk. It's massive, right? I mean, it's just this tremendous, like it's bigger than we think of like aircraft carriers as like kind of the largest vessel that we could sort of imagine, and then even then you've seen people like ant-sized on these things, right? Now imagine that, but like not like a Death Star, right? Like we've seen Star Wars, but like just it's still huge, and I just think that's something to behold, right? But anyway,
Size of a small mountain.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you sort of pull up towards the docking bays. The outer ring of the station is dominated by these numerous docking bays, right? They're cavernous spaces filled with starships of all shapes and sizes, sleek freighters, bulky cargo haulers, and now the Spitfire. The metallic clang of docking clamps echoes through the air as ships are secured, and the smell of like ionized air lingers in the constant coming and going. The maintenance droids scurry about, performing repairs and refueling tasks, while crews load and unload cargo under the watchful eyes of armed guards. These armed guards are wearing piecemeal armor, showing that they are probably just thugs, hired thugs, and are, of course, guarding all the stuff. But you're able to land. You guys have a regular location, so you fly pretty much like halfway into this hangar and then finally land in the middle of all of this.
Gotta find a parking spot.
Pretty much, right? And you're able to land, and you're greeted quickly, actually. You see it's Sky, actually. He's a blue super tactical droid. He's painted, so you can see kind of underneath his rusty metal, but he's painted blue, and he comes up to you guys and is like kind of walking as you open your landing gear and your back. Help me. What's that word?
The ramp.
The ramp.
I was struggling too.
I was not there. I was like, wait,
It's the ramp.
The back door?
The ramp. Duh. All right. Cool. So Sky greets you right at the bottom of the ramp. Hello.
Hello, Sky.
It's good to have you back.
We gotta talk about this cut of yours you keep telling everyone about. What does a super tactical droid need with that much money? Huh?
Probably parts.
He doesn't say anything. So I take it that Dr. Kazdan was pleased.
Not exactly.
Were we supposed to take it back to doctor, or like what happened?
Very pleased. The whole thing went off swimmingly.
Dr. Kazdan was captured by the Empire.
Yeah.
Okay,
that?
I was
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
vaguely.
Likely killed.
Yeah, you guys left the
We
bar,
left her
and then
there.
they went over and then like interrogated her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you were like, well, crap.
okay, fair.
Yeah, remember that?
Vaguely.
I'm just gonna bold-faced lie and say it went off without a hitch. Last we saw her, she was disappearing into the crowd.
Wonderful. My finder's fee will apply.
We'll talk about that.
He just holds out his grubby little hand.
Have you seen Zarin?
You know where Zarin is. He's at the Central Command Hub.
All
or
right.
The core.
Thank you very much. And I just brushed past him.
So how much is the fee?
His fee, we haven't really ever negotiated it before, but I'm open to suggestions. I was gonna
3
say
credits.
I was gonna say 15%.
3 credits. Take it or leave it.
Well, what would 15% be
15% of the haul.
of like everything we got?
The money, yeah, from that heist.
Well, we don't know how much that kyber crystal is worth, though.
Correct.
Right.
We don't have that kyber crystal.
Correct.
True.
So he's
But we don't know
negotiating
how much we would have made from
he's
it.
negotiating a credit, right. He's negotiating a credit cost right now, and he wants 15%.
And I am out of the discussion.
So
Find Drex. He's the one that talked with the doctor about, how much we got paid, and he's the one that's holding the money. So I would find him.
Drex knows the price of betrayal.
So I just grab. So I have a credit bar as well, and I'll just take it and just be like, there.
20,000 will be sufficient for me to keep my mouth shut. But I won't be sending another job your way for some time. And he drops into like a little pouch.
That's not 15%.
You guys got a lot of gemstones.
Yeah, he doesn't know that.
He doesn't. He's just being a turd.
You know we're the best. And then
One
I'll just
of
walk.
the best.
And I'll just keep walking.
There's other brokers, you know that.
You're not
Yeah.
part of this.
I can
You walked off.
He walks on. He moves on. 20,000 was a great payment. But he is also not going to give you another job.
Before
for a
he
while.
walks off, I'm going to ask him, have you seen Tila?
He says, Tila's where she always is.
Right there. Right there.
No, she's at the, she's got like
right.
she's got like basically there's this place they call it like Cantina Strip, but basically it's popular spots and all that kind of stuff. And there's a part of that, one of these like black market kind of district areas that kind of sits in basically in the walls. Like this, there used to be an operative like military base, but they've turned it into sort of a piecemeal market and cantinas, and it's a bustling place. Like you guys are walking around, you're seeing large groups of people. And anyway, she's in like that kind of like district that I just mentioned.
Okay. I'm gonna go find her.
Okay.
I'll catch up with Drex.
Okay.
And just kind of say, like, who are we selling this to?
I don't know yet. This is a hard thing to sell properly, if you catch my drift. Very dangerous item.
We fence things all the time.
Not like this. No, this is no ordinary kyber crystal.
So that will clock as odd to me.
Sure.
Because money talks, and who cares if it's dangerous or not? Like, we get rid of it and money's not dangerous. So I'll kind of just clock that.
I mean, Drex has always been down for the money. That's kind of, so it makes sense.
And so I'm just kind of like, okay. Well, what about the rest? So like the gyms and stuff like that.
Oh, the usual suspects.
Okay, so I think we go find these fences and...
Yeah, Tila is a fence. So that's who he's mentioning.
Okay.
I think
So-
Tila should be around here somewhere.
Okay. So we'll follow and
So
do
you're
that.
following Jeeve. Jeeve is headed towards the Black Market District. Basically, he descends to the lower levels, right? This labyrinthine network of like narrow corridors, shadowy alcoves. The air here is like musty, stale. There's a little bit of like malfunctioning lights going on. Like it's giving you that kind of like that vibe. And then you see kind of passing by like illegal blasters, obviously, rare exotic goods, vendors, mix of various species.
Are there any artifacts or trophies from the Clone Wars?
I mean, you're seeing a fair share of clone trooper armor. You're seeing your fair share of kind of weapons of that era. You're seeing a lot of droid pieces, a lot of war stuff.
Anything from Grievous's lair?
I'm not aware of anything right now, but we can talk later. So
Noted.
you do feel the eyes of hidden security cameras, though. That's the things that's kind of going on in this place. Everybody's watching. Anyway, you head over and you find Tila. Tila is she's a cunning and she's yellow and has white sort of Leku and her little whatever the horns are called.
Montreal.
Yep.
Shakti looking girl.
Looks like Shakti
Ahsoka,
or
yeah.
Ahsoka or something similar, but she's yellow, and her outfit is kind of her outfit is like a single jumpsuit, like a flight suit, right? And she kind of wears it tied around her waist with like a tank top, like Chell from Portal.
She had yellow skin?
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yep. And you guys get up to kind of where she is booth wise, and she's got like a what is it called?
Welder's helmet.
A welder's helmet on, and she's like doing. You see sparks flying past her, and she's like sitting kind of in like a small circular room with just stuffed weapons and artifacts and paintings and things kind of just sprawled everywhere.
How have you been?
Hello. Oh, hey, how are you?
We're here. We're alive. That's a start.
That's good. That's really good. I'm assuming you have something for me?
I wanted to see if you could possibly get something for me.
Okay.
I'm looking for a second lightsaber hilt.
A lightsaber? Okay. I'm intrigued. I'm not going to ask why. That's not my MO. But I'm curious of how quickly.
As long as you need. No rush.
Who's it for? You?
Yes.
Okay. I'll keep my eyes open. Where are the other two? Oh, there they are. Hello.
I'm not there.
You're not there yet? I thought you were guys following behind.
They went And then I went to go find.
Got it. All right. So then, where's the other two? Oh. Hey, Tenzai.
Hello. And then I'll just take this 7-pound bag of gems and just set it down.
Oh. And then she gets up from what she's working on. She seems to be working on some sort of speeder as she sort of removes what she was, doing. Goes over towards this bag, opens it up, and goes,
It's your favorite meal.
I'm assuming these are serial numbered and all the things that I'm going to have to deal with.
Sure.
Okay, so that's going to be more difficult to... Okay, where'd you get these from?
A basement.
Where? What planet?
And I just kind of look, because I don't remember.
What system were you in?
I don't remember.
Hold on.
Tenzai doesn't really pay attention to that kind of thing. I'll be like, the less you know, the better.
Sure, you want payment for them. I need to know where they were from.
From Mon Mothma's world, I don't pay attention to
The
politics to
stupid
know where
senator.
she's from. Yeah.
You're talking about...
Sky gave us a job.
That's enough to work with. Okay, so... Great. Are we negotiating, or do you just want to do the standard price?
So I know from our conversations before that it's worth 50K.
Right.
So I'll be like, be fair, we're good.
I know you're good. The speeder is hopefully going to be fixed soon. Let's say... Gosh, let's say I take 10% and we call a 5% investment. So what would that be? Curious.
15?
So
Everyone's taking 15, man.
10% would be 5,000, and then so 2,500, so 7,500. So it'd be 4,250.
For you guys? 4250 sounds reasonable.
42,500.
And she is fine with that deal. And she says it, and she just hands it to you like it costs nothing for her.
That was the lump sum of all of our stuff.
It's the lump sum of all the gems and the ill-gotten gains.
So 4250 divided
42,500.
Anything new in the chat?
I'm rich.
by 3. No,
Hey, you get paid all that. She just hands it to you like it was nothing. And then what did you say? I'm sorry.
Anything new in the chat?
Nope, not yet.
Nobody's talking. That's right. All right,
the
so
way I like them.
Okay. It's good to see you all. I've got to get back to it, but Jeeve, I will get that thing for you.
Thank you.
all right, and then so
You're all trying to go. He's going to somewhere else.
yeah, I was gonna say, do we know where he went?
We can cut to him. So, Drex, you headed over to what's known as the Core, this notorious bar and lounge in the middle of this entire thing. It's where Zarin Rennick, the proprietor of the Core, an unofficial leader of the station, kind of resides. He's a tough and cunning human male. Picture Han Solo with a gray hair and a big beard, but he is a bit more gruff than that. And he oversees kind of operations as a whole. He's got a network of spies and informants throughout the galaxy, and he maintains pretty much control over the station. The Core itself is a notorious, like I said, notorious bar and lounge, but it is neon lights, various shades of color, massive horseshoe-shaped structure bar around the outside wall, and it's just sort of a grab a drink and they'll charge you on your way out kind of place. Like forget how much you've been paying and then leave, and then there's huge guards at the front door when you walk in.
Kind of like how Whole Foods is going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Occasional puff smoke. But you do see sitting down at one of the tables with like a couple of sabacc players just kind of throwing cards. He's got his feet up on the desk, big black boots. It's Zarin.
All right, I flip the bartender 50 credits.
Okay, you give. He's a Zabrak. He's got like a gray skin tone. He's like Darth Maul basically, but gray.
Right.
And his name is Jarek. And he says, "Oh, hey, Drex."
Hey, Jarek, Zarin, and I kind of like I know different
Yeah, you know a lot of these
characters
people
in
here.
here.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm kind of nodding and saluting. Zarin, how goes it, my friend?
Hold on. Sabak, read it and weep, boys. Read it and weep. And he pulls in kind of the money, and the guy's like, one of the weird guys is like, and then he's like,
a list of winning hands.
I get it, I got it. And he's like, and he's like, I don't care. It doesn't affect me. I don't care about your family. Get out of here. And he's like, and he's like, sorry, you don't leave, you don't pay your tab. I guess you're sleeping here. Good luck. And the guy gets up from the table, and he's like a small little, like, moves around, kind of like a puppet, and he goes in the distance. And then the other guy's like, I'm good. I appreciate playing the game. It's been fun. And he just gets up and walks away. And then Zarin goes, you scared away my friends.
Ah, sorry. I have that effect on some people sometimes.
Sure. What brings you back to the old Luckrahulk Lodge?
Well, and I sit down and I throw 1,000 credits on the table and start another game with him, just casually.
Okay. Wow. Hey.
Just, It's like
Sure. Do you actually want to play Sabak?
Sure.
Okay.
During this conversation?
No, stop it.
He's got Sabak cards.
But I mean, you can play Sabak, or you can just like flavor play Sabak.
I can flavor play right now.
Okay.
And then you can tell me like how much I won or lost.
We'll actually have to play if you want to do money, but for now we can just flavor play. It actually works in your benefit if you lose.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just casually playing. I'm not expecting to.
Okay. So you're having this conversation
like a
with
tribute.
Zarin, and he's got, like I said, this big gray beard, and he is just like, so what are you looking for?
Well, I've recently come across an interesting prize from one of our escapades.
Okay.
A kyber crystal.
What color?
Red. Oh. It's not like any other of the other ones I've seen before.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, nobody's seen one of those for like 1,000 years. More than that, even.
I was wondering if you had a data tech on board that could take a look at it for me.
Somebody to look at it? I mean, heck. I don't know who would be able to fence something like that. The Empire's killing anybody with a crystal of any color at this point. You know, what they're doing to the Jedis.
I just want to take a look at it.
I mean, you want to sell it? Is that what you're thinking? Or like, what's the end goal?
Yeah, to make money, of course.
Right. Can I see? Do you have it? Can I see it?
And I kind of hold it up right. It's like right here.
And it's just like this little red
Yeah.
crystal. And
I
he's
just kind of twirl around, and then I quickly, before he can say anything else, just kind of like.
and he just disappears.
Put it back in
Okay.
my pocket.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you can find a fence for it. Somebody will want it.
I just continue playing, and then there's no leads there.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, he's also not the guy for that. You're gonna have to find somebody bump along.
I
the
figured
way.
he would like know everyone on board.
He does. I mean, here's what he says. The only guy I know that has a lightsaber is in your crew already.
Yeah,
Checkmate.
he is, isn't he?
And you've assured me 1,000 times that he's not a Jedi, so I don't know what you're gonna get out of him.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. And I fold my hand, get up and leave.
And he looks over your cards. And he chuckles.
And then I leave the room.
You leave the core. Pay your. I mean, you paid already, so you're good. You see as you pass by, there's a guy who like tugs on your leg, and it's like that same guy who's at the table, and he's like, come on, I'm and you understand his language, that's why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
He's like I'm like 1,000 in. That's all I need.
Can't play the game. You shouldn't have bet all your money on it, idiot. I shove him off.
And he like passes by, and as he's like trying to go past you, you just see this large spear smash in the ground in front of his hand, and he's like, oh.
I like it. I don't know.
I mean, you have to illustrate that these people are horrible.
Right, for sure. Like, yeah, we're not great people.
No, it's not a wonderful scenario. Where are you trying to go? What's your next kind of goal? Are you looking for a job? Are you looking for? I mean, you can obviously go to your like kind of quarters.
So,
I mean, there's rooms scattered all throughout the Lucre Hulk that you can sort of, in semblance of comfort, you can find somewhere.
I'm gonna help Tila fix that speeder so
Okay.
that way we can get it up and running.
Sure. Yeah, you can sort of start working on that with her.
and mine is kind of mechanical. Like, I would like to just kind of head to quarters and
Rest.
rest.
Yeah,
and
go
then,
ahead.
because I've got enough to level up,
Yeah, for sure.
and
I would do that.
then do that, and then, if I remember from last time, one of the abilities that I can get when I level up is I can manipulate my blade.
Yeah.
That staff from that
yeah,
shock staff.
the electro staff type thing. Yeah.
Yep. I can actually graft that ability onto my
Oh wow.
blade.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
That's just something you can just do at level up.
Pretty sick.
so it's an ability that I take at second level. But I would need like someplace to do that.
Yeah, and you could theoretically do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So absolutely, you take the electro staff and you sort of take off that little ring, sort of around the top where it would start to send out an electrical current. And you slide that up your hilt and you hook up the sort of electrical components to it. And if you basically at the press of a button, you can just engulf your entire blade in pink lightning. It's terrifying.
Yep. And at some point we'll need to kind of get in the mechanics of that so I can know what that does, but
Sure.
that's down the road. But cool.
Yeah, you can obviously do the rest stuff and all that. What were you both doing? I mean, obviously you're working on the speeder with her, which is fantastic, but the mechanical benefit is it will take less time for that to happen.
I come back, collect my tribute, or not my tribute, my
Your tribute, your piece
tribute.
of
I gave my tribute. I'm collecting my cut.
Yep.
And then I tell Tenzai, well, it looks like we can't fence it here. Too risky. But I think I know a guy who could help us out.
And I'll just kind of be like, who and where?
Is that you doing your I know a guy?
Yes.
Oh, you're trying to I know a guy for something. What's the? Sure, you're trying to know a guy who can help you with what?
Sell the crystal.
Yeah,
Trying to
kind
fence the
of
crystal?
like, well, someone who can. So to give you an insight where my character's at right now.
Yeah, what's up?
Like you said, he doesn't really want to
Let it go. Mhm.
but his instincts are to try and make money from it, and he also is trying to put on a face like he's not overly attached to it, and he knows that there's pressure from Jeeve to give it up or destroy it,
Mm-hmm.
and so he's kind of convincing himself that he needs to understand it,
Mm-hmm.
and that will help him fence it or find a way to exploit it to make money. So
Sure.
he's just exploring this avenue.
Wouldn't that lead him back to me?
We'll see.
Not anymore.
He needs to roll.
You threatened me on
He
the
needs to
ship.
roll plus charisma.
That's fair.
I asked nicely.
He did not.
That was me asking nicely.
Unnice way you could have asked.
Drawing a lightsaber? This is me being nice.
Trying to some Jedi.
Yeah.
Oof.
Well, I never finished my training.
7 plus charisma. 8.
All right, pick one. They can help you, but what are you
I
picking?
need your help first. Let me see.
Yeah, they need your help first. They're going to ask for a lot. They're not quite out for this, or you can't exactly trust them.
Well, I'm thinking those first two.
Well, you pick one.
I'm going to do the top one.
They can help, but they need your help first. Okay. So you start walking around, looking around, just asking people, hey, do you know anybody that can help me with a kyber crystal? You know.
Do I?
And what? You're asking people.
I know a
right,
guy.
I'm saying you're asking around, you're trying to figure it out, and then right, you know a guy, but you're like, I don't want. He's my last resort.
Gotcha.
And so you're asking around, and you're like, okay. I know who I need to talk to. I don't want to talk to him. And you head to a kind of workshop area. And we're going to take a 10-minute break. Cool. We'll see you in 10 minutes. Stick around or skip this and go 10 minutes from now. All right. We'll see you then. Bye.
And we're back.
We voted him off.
Jaden is still streaming. Just not here with us.
That'll be fun to listen to in the work van tomorrow.
So,
Man, fun
here
times.
we are. That's that side of the table.
So far, so good.
That's me.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's peaceful.
Like and subscribe for
More of
Small
this
talk.
riveting content.
So how much does a lightsaber weigh?
Yeah. There it is.
Am I late? Am I late?
How big
Are we
is
live?
a 6-foot hole?
We are live.
Oh, hey, what's up?
That's interesting. Like wide, deep.
What'd you say?
I said, how big is a 6-foot hole?
About 6 feet.
Yeah,
That's it. All right, anyway, so we're back.
42.
We find ourselves with three of the most dastardly people in the galaxy. Just kidding. Find ourselves with a Jedi on the run, a Kyuzo with too much skill with a blade, and a Verk who has a chip on his shoulder. All right, so you're all in the Lucre Hulk Lodge. Right now, they're still looking at me, aren't they?
Yes, they're still.
Well, I don't need them anymore. I need you guys. So yes, I'm gonna get the sound for the large crowd.
There you go.
All right. So you're all looking around for someone, and not you all are, but Tanzai and Drex are trying to find somebody. Unless you're doing something else. No, you're working on your thing.
Yeah.
Just Drex.
Just Drex is looking around for somebody. And Drex, you come to this workshop, this place, and I'm gonna get to you in a second. I'm gonna go back to Tila Voss, the Togruta, yellow Togruta. And she's having a conversation with Jeev about this speeder. And she says, "So, how are things?"
Well, like always, I'm on the run from people looking for my kind. The two of them are always debating to sell me out. And I'm still around, so
Well, it's
could be
good.
going worse.
It's good you're alive. That's a bonus for us. I guess what's your next job? Are you guys looking to do something?
We haven't been given anything yet, but there's no say that we're going to be here or gone tomorrow.
You're not all. You guys are quick. You guys normally come in and leave quickly. It's very. Doesn't leave a whole lot of time for friendship, so it's nice to have someone to talk to.
Yeah.
I do appreciate the speeder. I can give it back. I appreciate it as a gift, but if you guys all need it, you feel free to take it.
I'll let you know if we do, but for now, keep it.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, just good luck. I mean, it's a tough world out there. It's nice to have a place to be home, but I hate to do what you're doing.
Yeah. It's good to slow down here and there.
So, where'd you guys get the crystals?
I didn't. Looking that up. I don't remember off the top of my head.
The Chandrila,
Yes, that's right.
Wait, what crystals?
the gems.
Oh, okay.
The gems.
It was on Shenrila. I don't follow politics, but Senator Mon Mothma's from there.
Right. Okay, so, you guys stole them from, like what? A gem store?
It was a museum.
Museum. That makes my job a lot harder. I probably should have taken a bigger cut, but I understand. Okay, so yeah, I'll have to figure out how to get these. I might need you guys' help to actually help me fence these one of these days.
Sure.
Some things. I have a job in the future. Talk to me in, I don't know, 4 or 5 jobs from now, and we'll have something for you.
Okay, I'll keep it in mind.
we should definitely write that down because that feels important.
Oh yeah. Anyway, so we cut back to to Drex, and Drex, you are looking around for kind of somebody who has a job, and then you come to this place. You don't want to talk to her. You know she's your last resort here, but she's gonna have information. You just don't want to deal with how much it's gonna cost. It's Verity Kai. Verity Kai is she's bold, she's confident, genuinely kind, but not always nice, if that makes sense. She's a bit of a loose cannon, but she's pretty, and people put up with her. She is a red Twi'lek, and her attitude matches. Last time you guys chatted, she pretty much told you to take your stuff and to stop coming around.
Did you break up with her?
Yes. That's exactly how it went.
No, I'm not forcing anything on you, but I am saying that you guys
Said that
were
jokingly.
you guys were pals in the past, and the friendship is a loose
It's
friendship.
one of those.
Yeah.
All right.
They always say it's not going to change anything. It does.
So I walk in. Verity.
Varnock! Hi.
Come on. Aren't you excited to see an old friend?
What do you want?
I want you back in my life.
No, seriously.
You're right. No kidding around. I have something, and I need your help with it. Believe me, I looked other places. It's just as awkward for me.
Okay. What do you need?
I need information on a kyber crystal.
A kyber crystal.
Yes.
What's that?
Well, you know Jedis.
I haven't met any, no.
Well, they have these things called lightsabers.
Sure. Laser swords.
They use kyber crystals
To do
to
what?
create an energy blade.
How
Perhaps
do you know all of this?
Because I went to Ilum.
Oh, that's right.
Perhaps you've heard of the Death Star.
Yeah. Now, I've heard of the Death Star.
You know how that works?
Canonically, that doesn't work.
What does?
That's a secret project at the moment.
At the
When
moment?
This is set.
The Death Star exists.
Yes.
It's out there.
Wait.
You said it's like 5
I've
years
already
after
said that
Revenge
the
of Sith.
Empire has been established and everyone knows the Death Star.
Death Star's still in construction. At
It's
this
still in
point.
construction? When did they
Yes.
blow it up? Is it still in construction when they're blowing it up?
No.
I thought he was going to be like 1980.
Then she has no idea what you're talking about. And neither
Never
do you.
mind. No, I
You
don't.
told me to call you out.
No,
so
it's
I called
good.
you out.
I appreciate it.
They can transfer. It's a special gem. All right.
Sure.
It's worth a lot of money.
What do you need me for?
I need analysis.
Great. Yeah, I can look at it. If you have one, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Sure. Okay. Sure. Come into the next room, and you walk into the next room, and Verity she's got this room with like all this lab equipment, like beakers and microscopes and all those kinds of things. And she's like, "Yep, sure. Just put it underneath this." It's like a big like viewing device.
Take it out carefully and set it there.
You do not want to let it go, so you just hold it there.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna need you to move your fingers, your fat vert fingers.
Am I allowed to let it go?
No,
I can't stand
You can just
right
like
next
move,
to it.
just move your fingers around. And, like,
you
you're
don't.
tapping
You
it.
don't want to let this go. This is a problem.
I was like, I don't want to let it fall into someone else's hands.
I understand.
I can't physically let go of
It's
it.
a magic rule in D&D where magic items that want you to like, you can't actually like, you physically can't throw it. You can't let it go.
Do you have? Just take a look at it.
Sure. And she like takes some like huge glasses and like flips some like things down and like looks down and is like, okay, it's red. It's cloudy. What do you want?
Damn it, Jane. Are you detecting any readings? Anything special about it?
I can run it through the machine. You're gonna have to just leave it right there.
Why don't you tell me how to do it and I can run the machine?
Sure, you can. It's gonna take a long time to explain to you how to do this machine. Can we do this? I have something else I'm dealing with first.
Okay.
I can't really spend that much time doing this until Kinto has been dealt with. You remember Kinto?
Yes.
Solistan with all the hopes and dreams?
Yes.
Yeah. So, anyway, he's taken my investment money and he started a bar.
Of course.
And I need that to be ruined.
Oh, it's not paying up?
No, he's pretty much taken it all to the huts at this point.
I see. Well, let's go drinking.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Yeah, never mind. I'll settle the account for you.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could explain it to you as far as like what happened and kind of where you need to go. That's what you're trying to have a drink.
I assume that's what's...
Is that what?
Man, this is an awkward
Do
relationship.
you feel it?
Yeah.
Do you feel it? Clearly, it's been
It's like
good.
hurts to watch.
Yeah, it's good. So I mean, obviously that's it's good. It's good. No, I think the canon is that you left her for a Verk, and then the other Verk ended up being like equally as painful, and so you were just like, screw it, I swear off women, I'm done.
Swear off these women.
Yes, those women. No, but like everyone, you're like, I'm done. I'm not chasing women. I'm chasing money.
Yeah.
And that's where your heart's at. So, anyway, Severity basically explains to you that Kinto betrayed her at this point. She invested some of her money into him, and then he took it to a hut, and that hut helped him start a bar. And basically, she explains to you that how do I phrase this? Yep, here it is. The Afterlife Oasis is what it's called. It's a new hidden casino outside the city. A lot of people are just calling it the Afterlife. The owner, Kinto Toglapak, is this Solistan who she invested all the money in. And he built it. And she wants you to pretty much give him hell. He's hosting a tournament there. And she wants you to steal a golden Twilight Dancer statuette he plans to award as a prize, embarrassing him in front of all the big names at this tournament that he's hosting. It's a big sabacc tournament. She also wants you to steal the credits back that he stole from her, that he invested of hers, and then bring the statuette and the credits here, back to Verity.
Mm-hmm.
She says that she will teach you all that you need to know about the machine so that you can run it yourself, and that you're welcome to claim any additional coin that you find at the casino.
All right. Sounds good.
She also says that part of the reason that I don't have time to teach you right now is that you pretty much have just over 48 hours to steal the thing. The tournament ends 2 nights from now, and the statuette will depart with the winner. So,
All right. I guess we better get going.
yeah, you'll want to go to Naroyo.
Ooh.
What?
It's just different.
It's another planet.
Yeah. It's one we don't hardly ever see anything with.
It's yeah.
I go to find the other guys and fill them in.
All right. So you find your 2 friends. You find one of them in their room and the other one hanging out with a girl.
Ooh.
I'm assuming you're just using comms.
I mean, I just probably find you guys in person, tell you.
Okay. So what time is it? Like, are we still in the same day that we've landed right now, or is it like next day?
It can, I mean, rest-wise, you can rest as all together. You guys are taking your sleep. You guys are able to get
Okay.
your lives back to normal, get your health up to full, get yourselves feeling better. and then you can sort of go. I would basically say she has like 48 hours in the sense that she has 48 hours this weekend. How's that?
Sure.
Right? Like it's more of just like you guys will have 2 days at the start of the quest to get it accomplished.
Sure. That's cool.
Yeah.
So to Drex, I'll be like, that sounds like fun. I got to go talk to one person, and then you're welcome to come with if you want. And then I do want to go find Grusk real quick.
Okay, so yeah, you go around looking for like kind of security and defense locations. There's like a bunch of security cameras. There's also like restricted areas requiring clearance codes. There's like whole rooms and stuff. And you know, Grusk kind of like sits in the main security office a lot. But he could theoretically be anywhere. So you know how to get a hold of him. You walk up to a random guard and you just punch him in the face.
Yep.
And this guard is like, what are you doing? Whoa! He just like starts to get so pissed, and then he's like, it's all right there. And then he's like, Grusk, get your ass down here. And then you see this Trandoshan, this burly, huge, like Godzilla in the face, and then like, you know, like Giga Chad in the body.
Yeah.
Walks up in your direction and is just like, hi, friend.
Grusk, good to see you.
What are you doing?
I'm actually wanting to chat about some, if you need any unofficial assistance with any problems. Are there people you need me to kill?
Oh, I thought you were finally coming around.
No. This pays way better.
She's cute, I told you that.
Pass.
My sister loves you.
I don't blame her.
All right, well, what can I say?
He's looking at the guard. He's like, what is going on?
I just deck this dude and we're like bantering. He's like, and when he does it, I'll turn to me like, it could have been worse. And
And he's like, you want to be fired? And he's like, no, I'm really sorry. And he just backs away. And he's like,
Yes, I do have someone for you to kill.
excellent. And then just I'll kind of get the details from him and whatnot.
yes, he gives you the details. You need to kill. Specifically, he needs you to kill Jarek Tall, the bartender in the core.
Jarek Tall, bartender.
In this facility.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
And he says,
He's been snooping.
And in return,
Oh, you said you wanted to help.
help costs.
Go on another date with my sister.
How is that paying me?
Oh, yeah. I'll go on a date with your sister.
I'm a lone child.
I know.
Grusk, how much?
1,000.
I mean, 2?
2.5.
Done.
let me shake hands.
You're a tough negotiator, Grusk.
I know. It's the scales.
All right. Cool. All right. And then I'll just walk away.
Goodbye.
Tell your sister I said hi.
Okay.
All right. So, what?
It's just no.
What happened?
I'm a big fan
It's
of
just
Grusk.
weird.
Gruska's great.
I like he's
That's
just this
great.
big
I love
gnarly dude, just a complete idiot. Love it.
He's the head of security. Of course he's an idiot.
That was good stuff.
This is how it works. All right, so you all get together finally one more time at your ship. You have a job. You have things to do.
We have some comments too.
I see them. We have Oh Boy from Quentin. Why not?
Quentin.
Why not? Why not 3? Not sure what that means. I forget when that happened. Oh Boy, we're having a Galaxy 11 heist.
Ooh.
That's interesting. Michelle Pickett says, I don't blame her. Haha.
Yo, hey. Yeah, what's up, Michelle?
And then Quentin responds with, he's so humble. Michelle, oh snap.
I'm trying to role play exactly who I am in real life.
Oh, you for sure should. It's exactly correct that Tanzai would feel that way.
Right.
Gruss needs to come around more. He really does.
I agree.
He's a good vibe. I know I've just been playing all these ladies, and then when I get to just be this big alligator man,
Love it.
I'm doing it. All right, so you all are at your ship.
Mm-hmm.
You're in charge of your own destiny at this point.
I assume we're all just. It's kind of like we have another heist, another gig. Any conflict with that?
None.
The thing is about this heist is that it doesn't. Here's the conflict. Do you tell them that it doesn't pay?
We get to keep what we.
You keep what you find outside of what she needs.
Well, okay. So I spin it as
Right. So you negotiated that she's going to teach you how to work that machine.
I'm going to spin it to them as our goal is to. We're going to go blow off steam, rip off a casino, and cheat in Sabak. Earn some easy money.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
And then I have my own agenda.
Fair.
Okay.
All right. So you all go in this, get in the ship, and then it starts to goes outside of the Luger Hulk, and you line up the shot, hyperdrive, and you arrive in Naroyo, or the outside of Naroyo. Naroyo is it's a lot like Earth. I mean, it's green and blue, and it's nice. A lot of water. And you go to where kind of she pointed out, where Verity told you guys to go, and you land in this kind of weird backwater town. It's, piecemeal, put together in like a way that makes you feel like Mad Max, but in a green environment, right? Where just kind of everything's put together. So it's this weird village. And then you sort of walk through this weird village and go towards a dock. And this dock it has people who are wearing robes, and these huge kind of black robes. They like pull over. They look like Sith, right? I mean, it's just like this, like if you could picture it, and it's dark and it's whatever. But then you also see this huge, pristine, clean boat that's right next to this dock that's going to take you upriver. And you see a sign that says, "To the afterlife." And then an arrow that's pointing in the direction between these two huge kind of island cliffs.
Okay. So, I guess we just approach the boat. Is it just like a ferry, more or less? Okay. So just hop on and take a trip.
As customers.
All right. You see this like hooded person walk up and put their hand on your chest, just like kind of stopping you casually, and says, "Yes, you have business here."
We're here to play Sabak.
Who told you of this place?
Why? It was Kento.
That will suffice.
Well played. Who, like that was kind of like who doesn't know about this place? It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, because it's a secret place. So it's
Oh.
like yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The bar owner told us.
Right, the owner of the bar, the guy who owns the darn place, and he's like, "That will suffice," right?
I would hope so.
And then he lets you onto this sleek motorized boat. This person takes down their hood and their Twi'lek. Twi'lek meaning they have the Leku that hang down. It's like the typical, Star Wars alien. And the boat driver skillfully navigates this vessel downriver into an underground channel. As the cave mouth, as you see a cave, the mouth swallows you, and then you hear music over the echo of a distant waterfall. I need to get that waterfall sound going eventually here. I will get it. I'll find it. But for now, I need to get back to what I was doing.
Ooh, I like that sax, and that's I like that.
Are you vibing?
Yeah, dude.
It is a vibe.
Dig it.
So yeah, you guys basically get through this cave, and then you see in the distance that there is this cave ceiling like rising above your heads. It gets bigger inside this cave, right? And glowing orbs kind of bob around these hanging stalactites, right? And then the river kind of winds through, and then you see this cavernous chamber comes to an end where it's just like a walled kind of like sheer cliff wall, but there's a grand doorway, and that grand doorway is just open, and there's like the river continues to go down, and then he kind of like lets you off there. This boat driver lets you off kind of like on the shoreline where you can sort of walk past the river, and you see the river's like filled with like these pebbles, and it's like shallow water. It's like more of like a creek, but it's really, really nice and clean, and it's almost inviting. But anyway, he kind of gestures and says, "Welcome to the afterlife. Enjoy your stay."
Pleasure.
And I'll just kind of, I'm just gonna get off the boat. I don't say word to him at all.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I mean, it's
You were in the same boat. Anyway,
now,
so
now
you
we're
guys-
off the same boat.
yes.
You guys pretty much look around, and just to give you kind of this the best description, you see like as you kind of walk through, and you see that the bar is bisected by this river, this like little natural stream it's really pretty. I mean, right? And then on one side there's games, on the left side there's games, there's a bar kind of in the distance, and then you kind of see that there's some doors into other rooms. One, two on the right, and then two on the left, right? But as far as like needing any sort of like welcome or like your hand stamped, like you're here, you made it, you said the right name, it wasn't really. Verity pretty much just spelled it out for you. It's like, go here, do this, do that. I know about it. Good luck.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. It's all it takes. If you know about it, you're invited. Like that's kind of how it works. And you just immediately arrive at the casino, and it's kind of yours. You look around, you see people playing games, people playing the game, and I'm gonna fix the sound. There's the river.
Is that what it is?
Yes, it's a cute little river.
By the way, shout out to your ferryman reference.
Heck yeah, bro.
The afterlife.
You guys could have tipped him 2 coins and got a +1 forward.
I was like, why is there a pause here? And I'm like, oh, dang it.
So looking around, are there are there signs for the tournament or anything, or is it just kind of like, because you didn't mention that to us, correct?
Oh, the tournament?
Right.
Are you just saying hand wave? I tell them everything except for how much did you get?
Because you didn't mention that, and like that we're here to like steal stuff.
I said we're here to rip off the place,
Right.
cheat at the tournament,
Right.
and blow off steam.
Fair. So walking in, is there signage about the tournament that's happening?
Yeah, actually. Give me a second. I have it pulled up. It's just that you guys did this a lot faster than I expected. I'm prepared, but how prepared?
Sorry.
No, I'm not upset at all. I think this is exciting.
You
So
think about it, ripping off the casino doesn't mean we're stealing. We could be destroying things.
you also could just win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So immediately, I'm actually going to pull this up in 2 screens. It's going to help my brain. Yes, there is a sign that just says kind of, against the back wall, it's like an easel, and then has like a little square that kind of has like written on it, like the tournament and a little bracket, right? And there's the tournament is kind of already underway. There's not like a way to join the tournament. if that's what you were looking to do. However, there is a bunch of sabak going on. Like immediately to your right, there's a bunch of sabak going on, and Pazak, and then of course there's slot machines also.
Sure.
But you could play games if you kind of just want to like scout out kind of what's going on. You see a bunch of every single server here is a Twi'lek. Just want that to be put out, obviously. And then you look over and you see these cashiers, and there's this tube connected to the table, similar to like a bank. When you like put the thing in it, it goes, and it like sucks it up, and it moves into like where the banker needs to be able to get the thing, and then you put it back through. And then there's basically cashier, register, and then these tubes, and you see people kind of exchanging credits for chips, and they get the chips through these tubes, and then they put the credits in, and then they send it through. And then you sort of see as these move sort of beyond the bar, and then they disappear into the wall. Right, so wherever it is towards that direction, you could follow the pipes if you want to follow the money, right? That's not super difficult. But as far as what's going on, where they've stored anything, you'd estimate that it's kind of following the money.
Okay. I want to but stop one of the waitresses or the servers, and I'm assuming it's like really busy.
It's really busy. Yeah. There's a lot of people doing stuff.
So I'll ask the Twi'lek and just be like, is it always this packed?
Yes.
You seem bothered by that.
Sorry, did you need anything?
Just trying to chat. Guess I'll be on my way.
Yeah, it was obviously strange.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lean over to Drex.
There's always a sister.
You didn't say anything about the Hutts being here.
I didn't think it was relevant.
So
After our banter on Tatooine, you didn't think it was relevant?
Lots of people have outstanding debt with the Huts. Probably some of them here.
So you look and you do see all the cashiers, are Twi'leks, and they have smiling Hutt masks on.
Okay.
That one looks a little thin.
Drex, what's going on?
Okay. And I kind of motion for everyone to kind of come in closer at our table. I'm assuming we're at a table.
Sure, you guys sit down at a table,
Yeah.
and then somebody walks over and is like puts their chips on the table, and then they're like, and they take their chips and get away. Somebody does come up to you with drinks and is like, first one's on the house. Was there anything in particular you guys wanted?
Real quick, when that person came over,
Yeah.
sat down for just a split second, and
Yeah.
then went to grab their chips and leave, can I just say that as they were doing that, I grabbed one of their chips
Okay.
and just took it, and like in my hand, and I was just like,
Yeah, you guys are well
like
armed,
the coin?
so I'm gonna say yeah.
Yeah.
for
I'm just
sure.
like, you just paid to interrupt us.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, they for sure did just do that.
All right. But yeah, I'll take a drink, like an ale or something. Wait, not ale. I
do you
guess
wanna know the
I'm
specials?
in D&D.
Space alcohol.
Yeah.
They do have wine.
I can give you. Do you want to know what we have?
Yeah, sure.
Do you want me to grab the book?
Do you have a
No,
beer
no,
and
no,
wine
no.
list?
Please let me grab the book.
No. Let me just read what I've written.
Is there? What are your favorite? What are your best
Well,
apps?
so there's a restaurant down over there, and she points kind of towards the direction where all like the actually, do I have where it is? Yes. She points it over there, and she's like, you go down and go down this, basically go that way, down the river, turn right. You'll see a stairwell spiral. Go down there. There's a restaurant down there if you're looking for food. However, if you want, what is it? It's A4. No, it's A5. Got all these labeled. We also have spirits, and we have a bitter ale called the Rancor Gulp. If you want a Rancor Gulp, it does come with a complimentary glass. Like I said, first one's on us.
Winter glass.
Can I just... I'll be easy. Can I just get a blue mill?
Yes, we can do that.
I want that cup. I'm definitely getting that.
Oh
I'm-
no, the casino is run by Disney. That's good.
That's the Rancor gulp.
The Rancor gulp.
I'm getting me the gulp, baby.
All right.
It's just gonna come in like a styrofoam Slurpee cup.
Anyone for Sagara?
I'll take one.
Yes.
No.
That's 1 credit each.
That's not on the first one. Oh, yeah, fine. And I'll just hand the chip that I just stole.
Okay. Drinks are on you. And she walks away.
By the by, that 42,500. I'll split that 14K each, and I keep the 500 to myself.
That's a lot of money. You guys are fine. You guys could bet, theoretically, you could be actually playing if you wanted to make more money. Are you guys gamblers at all?
I mean, I think we are.
I very much could be.
Because right now what you're doing is you're staking it out, right? Because the tournament doesn't wrap up until tomorrow. So you're able to kind of like use today as like a stakeout.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but then kind of back to what like Tanzai's whole question was like, what's really good? Like, what's the job? You know what I mean? Because like we get here and we're looking around like there's way too much high profile stuff going on, way too much attention. Like this isn't just a
Well, Drex drew us closer and didn't say anything, so I'm waiting.
Well, all that stuff happened.
yeah.
So then once the waitress leaves to go get our drinks, and I just got a water.
Sure, you get a water. She goes, try the river. And then, walks away.
That's great. So, all right. I don't think I've been entirely honest with you. There is a statuette. Toy like worth a lot of money. Probably somewhere down there. And I point down the corridor.
Yep.
But I'm not sure.
On the other side of the bar. So it's like you guys are sitting down at a table kind of early in the room, and then there's the cashiers to your left, and then you go to the next section of the room. It's a huge, giant cavern room. And then that little section over there was the bar, and the other side of that, there's just a single door that like kind of would lead hopefully around the corner, but all the pipes go into that. So he's gesturing that direction.
And I go, plus, the guy who owns this joint, he's a real nerf herder. Hate his guts. Wouldn't mind smashing the place on our way out. If you know what I mean. Loud exit.
And Tanzai just smiles and nods his head. He's like, I'm in.
You guys clock security cameras in every corner.
What do you suggest we do about those?
Well, let's take a look around first and see exactly what we're dealing with. But first, enjoy a drink, play a game, maybe make some money.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so something that you guys can do, in addition to playing games, I'm actually going to make it cost you playing a game in order to carouse. Carouse is when you throw a big party, you spend money, but basically instead of spending money, I'm going to say you must play a game. And then you roll. On a 10 plus, you choose 3. On a 7 to 9, choose 2. On a 6 minus, you choose 1. Choose 1, but things really get out of hand. But you can basically befriend a useful NPC, hear rumors of an opportunity, gain useful information, or you are not entangled, ensorcelled, or tricked. But basically the idea is that you can gain some info about the place by chatting with the locals.
Sure.
Chatting with the regulars.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you guys do want to play some games, we can play some games.
I feel like I have to play a game of Sabak.
Yeah, we gotta play some.
You gotta play Sabak?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Sabak tables are kind of in a separate room, but there are some people playing Sabak. You do realize that at the end of this river, there's a waterfall that just goes out into the world. You just see like an open space, and it's like a really lovely day, and it's beyond the waterfall. But just before you get to the waterfall at the end of this river, to the right, there's just this like up step and a bunch of tables, and then like a big sign that just says like Sabak tournament. And there is at table 1, table 2, like there's a bunch of different like places, and I have like literally the whole tournament, and I'll tell you who wins and blah 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 if you guys care. But you're not there for that. You just walk over to the regular Sabak tables and you're playing with some people.
Yep. Can we say that we're kind of at different tables?
Hell yeah, loud exit, Michelle says.
Nice. That's the only way to do it.
So do you guys get up before the souvenir cup, though?
No.
He's getting that cup.
Sorry. No, I'm going to wait for my drink.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I want my cup. Thank you.
The Rancor Gulp does arrive. The ale is served in a copper flagon embossed with a prancing Kawakian monkey lizard.
Dope. I'll take it.
And so that's the cup. And Quentin says it's like the bar in Galaxy's Edge.
It is. It really is.
Java masks, hut masks, and all.
The hut masks.
Dig it.
And
I mean, they were in Disney uniforms. It's about the same.
A Kawakian monkey lizard is the thing that goes
Delicious crumb.
in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, you get what I'm talking about. The weird little like beaked, like weird eared
Oh, yeah.
thing.
Jabba's pet.
Yeah.
Delicious. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
Dig
what's
it.
on the side of your cup.
Dig it. I'm down.
We're
So
all-
I just look like a complete tourist walking through here.
Your milk is brought as well.
Yeah. We need to 3D print that cup at some point.
It's a fun idea.
But we all got stogies too.
I didn't.
Oh, you got a
I didn't
cigar
want
as well. A cigar is like a Star Wars cigarette, but it's a bit more of a not hallucinogenic. That's not quite what they do, but they have like a bit more of a euphoric. They make you kind of chill. It's not like weed, but it's a bit more like
Tobacco.
yeah. But
It's between the two.
It's really kind of between the
Do
two.
we have death sticks here? Just out of curiosity.
Depends on who you talk to.
Fair enough. It's good to know.
So anyway, you guys are gonna go and play some sabak.
Savic.
Samak. All right, let me just go ahead and do that. So you guys head around and just kind of have a quick conversation with some of the people. There's obviously slot machines. There's 5 Pazak tables, each with different bet levels if you guys wanted to play like blackjack essentially. But if you're looking to play some sabak, then you found who you need to talk to. You see some of the guys who are like warming up of the regular tournament goers. They have like little like badges with like little like clips that say their number as well. And but anyway, they're playing like kind of a warm up game. And there's some spots if you guys want to join their warm up game.
Sure, I'll
there's
join.
like 3 of them. So they're there. You walk up to them and they're like, "This is a no nonsense game. We're not going to talk. We're here to play sabak."
So point of order on that. Is
Yeah.
it possible for us to join into different games?
Yeah, for sure. For sure you could.
Because if we're like getting information from people, I don't know if we're all sitting at the same table.
No,
then
I
we're-
understand. You guys
know,
can go to definitely different tables. I'm just sort of trying to move things.
And so so when they say like this is a serious game, like, and I'm going to just put my souvenir cup in their face, and be like, "I'm here for fun," and walk away.
okay.
And I'm playing up the whole like. So I'm going to try to kind of play that I'm just a tourist here to have
Yeah,
a good
that's a
time.
good
It's like
idea.
a dad on vacation.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Yeah. He's here for the loud exit. We acknowledge that. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you're able to go to the next table over, and you see also with numbers on them, but like they're more like there's not everybody here has a number on them like that table.
Yeah,
And they're like, "Oh hey, yeah, we heard you're here for fun.
That's the plan.
Sure, let's play sabak."
And I sit down.
All right, so the fun part of this is that I have some rules for us here. We're all going to play sabak. So you're going to take 3d10. So if you don't have 3d10, get 3d10. What's sad is I think I have to play with you. I think I have to play 2 separate games as well. This will be
I
fun.
would think 3, no?
Oh, 3 separate games, yes.
Because aren't we all playing different?
Indeed. So, what you're going to do is your goal is to basically roll as low as you can. You need to basically get to 0. That 0 on your D10 is actually a 0.
Noted.
Got it?
Yep.
And then everything else is, 1 through 9. And I will give you the, the networking, but I just am curious to know kind of how you roll first. So basically, I'm going to roll after you guys kind of play, but this is your first hand. And your goal is to see what you get.
3 zeros.
Really?
Yeah.
You rolled sabak?
Uh-huh.
So you say. Well, you don't say
He
it.
did the Qui-Gon.
Yeah, right.
Wow. That's kind of mind-blowing. I didn't expect that at all.
Immediately.
Just immediately, you Jedi'd that shit. He did not, though. That's what's mind-blowing about that.
Like, is he like him rolling low is finally coming into play?
Right.
Like,
Yes. Golf logic.
That's crazy.
You sit down at the guys who are for the tournament, and you're like, "This is business." Just like,
Are you at the business table?
yeah.
And then are you just like some other table?
Yeah.
All right. So he rolled sabak. I'm not going to roll against you. I'm just going to say you won the game.
Yeah.
And then what did you roll over here?
oh, so we are sharing.
I'm literally not going to like compete with you per se.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to like.
I shared because I just.
Sure,
I
I'll
was
roll it.
ignorant.
We can play for
no,
real.
no, it's-
Do you want to? You're not at the no nonsense game. He's at the no nonsense.
That's fair.
game.
You're not
That's fair.
beating my hand.
I'm at 6. I got 16.
16. Okay, so I
Yeah.
rolled 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Okay.
So I think I'm gonna probably get another dice.
Same.
So the way that you do this is by you get a chance to re-roll a die if you take another die into your pool, right? So I'm gonna re-roll my 7 here, and I'm gonna add another die, hoping that it's
Same.
lower.
Same.
How much are you guys betting in this game? It's a 500 credit buy-in, by the way, to each play.
Okay.
Oh, me neither. All right, so I think they're looking at this. Do you fold or do you play? I'm not sure. I think we have to play at this point.
Yeah, I went up to, so I'm at, that's 18. I'm at 21 now.
21 now. So let me see. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 25. So technically you won.
Okay.
But like, we should have probably played roleplay wise, just because it would have been more engaging. Maybe I'll do that with Drex. But I will say that you won.
Okay.
So you won. You didn't get a ton of money. You were a $500 buy-in. So I'm just gonna say you get 500 credits.
Okay.
You, my friend over there with your sabak, I'm just gonna give you 1,000.
Okay.
Now Drex and I, Drex being Drex, definitely makes sense for him to roleplay this out. So I'm gonna sort of explain how this works. Do you understand how this works yet? You're rolling 3 die. And the closest to 0 wins. If you roll a 0, 2, and 3, that's a idiot's array, and you win. Unless I roll all zeros.
All right.
But if you don't like one of your dies, you can accept another D10 into your pool and re-roll one of the 3. Does that make sense?
Gotcha.
And so each time we're going to bet against each other. And I'm going to do this in secret. So now you walk up and you're talking to, let's pick one of the actual players.
No clue if you're gonna need it, but I did give you the list of winning hands if you need it.
Oh, it's all good. I got the 2, and it's more fun to just kind of randomly play.
That's fine.
So we have, you see a. Let's do something random. Let's do. All right, you see this little guy get up to the table, and he's got a hood. It's brown. He's got a black face, 2 yellow eyes. This little Jawa. And his name is
That's good.
he's like
I like it.
and his name is Wampa Tissel.
Wampa Tizzle? Is he a rapper?
And he goes,
I don't want to play high bet, but you seem new. Let's do it.
so $500 buy-in, 500 credit.
Oh, I thought you were supposed to do 1,000, but I guess I can have my portion.
Are you stupid?
I don't
It's
think
500.
so. Okay, 500 it is.
All right, let's play.
Already rolled.
All right.
So, yeah.
All right, are we? I'm gonna raise you 200.
I'll take that.
You wanna? You're not gonna re-roll anything, eh?
Well, that's how this game works, right?
He draws another card. Where's my D10 there?
Oh, I fold.
He throws down.
Well, I guess I win.
You get 700. And we could play this all day.
Nice. What'd you actually roll?
003.
Oh,
That's not bad.
Yeah, I ended up like well over 20 something. I was
like, I'm good.
and he gets up and he's like, "Rah!" And he had a number on his back. You see as he turns around.
Oh, nice.
Anyway, so they're playing their games, and all of that is going down.
So the 3 of us just sat down and beat all of the tournament players.
Yeah. Yeah. I could have like really invested in long-term play, and we
For
could
sure.
really do a thing. But later we'll play Sabak.
No, I dig it.
On stream, you guys kicked butt.
I love it.
So yeah, you guys learned some things though. I need you to roll because of your victories. Nobody's gonna have any issues here, but I need you to basically roll your 2d6 normal stuff, and then I want you to just go ahead and add 3.
13.
Nice.
11.
Roll what?
2d6.
So
2d6.
2d6 add 3.
Add 3. Gotcha. Sorry.
You're good.
6.
Ooh, that's definitely... You choose one anyway, but things get out of hand. Okay, so look at carouse for me.
Yep.
Carouse, you basically, for a 10 plus, you choose 3 of them.
Top 3.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
On a 6 minus, you choose 1, but things get out of hand. So Drex is at a game with this little Jawa that's probably gonna throw a fit. And so what are you gonna choose there, Drex?
For things to get out of hand.
From your carouse.
From my carouse.
Yeah, so you can befriend a useful NPC, hear rumors of an opportunity, or gain useful information.
Or you are not entangled.
Or you are not entangled, ensorcelled, or tricked. But if you don't choose that one, then you don't get anything.
I think I'm going to befriend a useful NPC.
Okay. Okay.
the waitress that got us our drinks.
No.
So you are playing and you win the game, and then this little like Jawa, for lack of a better word, goes,
Hey, give me your gun.
You'll have to work harder for it than that.
Give me your gun.
No.
He's got a gun.
and then one of the security guards goes, "What's going on here?" And like walks over, and he's like wearing like he's got like a helmet on, all the things. He's totally covered, so you don't really know what he is, but he's just a guy. And he's like, "What's going on here?"
This
You have a
Jawa's
gun?
trying to rob me. Thieving little scrap heavers.
Okay. I mean, I don't disagree, but he's in the tournament.
Yes. Well, he's claiming my respirator as a gun.
Wow.
Roll to defy danger charisma.
Wow.
Yikes. He's going to befriend a useful NPC at the very least, and maybe in jail. What did you roll?
It didn't work.
Okay, mark experience. Wow. So he's having this conversation here, and this guy just goes, I don't have time for this. Come here. Come with me. Get up. And he grabs your arm if you don't.
I get up and I kind of shoulder check the Jawa on my way out. Over.
I am going to have you defy danger wisdom because of that shoulder check.
Defy danger wisdom.
I mean, I would. It's your wisdom bonus better.
A little runt. Five.
It's another fail. Mark experience.
Wouldn't that
And,
be two? Two fails?
That is
It
two
is.
fails. He marked experience on the last one.
Oh, I didn't see it.
And yeah, so you're for sure something got swiped. All right.
You're so mean.
I have a feeling.
I'm so mean. You shoulder checked a Jawa.
if he wants to be mean, it'll be that Kyber crystal.
Yeah,
I know.
I don't think it's the Kyber crystal. No.
That's
no.
what I was thinking.
No,
it
you're
was.
walking back to the security though, and
That would suck.
and you're missing your gun.
Of course I am.
I said, "Give me your gun," so I took it. No, it's all good. You rolled two fails, so that means you get to level up probably very soon.
Immediate. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're headed back towards that room that you had referenced earlier. You're headed back in that direction.
Yeah.
But you guys are obviously getting a lot of things, which is very exciting. It's right here. I'm looking at three different things. You befriend a useful NPC, you hear rumors of an opportunity, and you gain useful information. So here's kind of how this goes. You're having a conversation, and you guys are each going to learn one of the names of the people who are involved in the tournament. And they are also going to be able to give you information. You're going to have to role play kind of how you have that conversation. So roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll a d6.
Plus 6.
Both of us are just JD for now.
Throwing down on the Jawa.
It's a 1.
1? Okay.
Also a 1.
Roll again.
Roll again.
Yep. Because you can't have the same person.
6.
6. Okay. So you, Tanzai, are having a conversation with this Twilight woman who is wearing blue, and she's very old. She has like bags under her eyes, and her whole outfit just screams gaudy. She has this bellowing laugh and has been drinking, I think that's your 5th Rancor gulp you've seen her have.
Wow.
And
She tried to take her cup.
and she's just,
Right.
she's got 5 of those cups. And she's just like, what?
No, seriously, he was just no head running around. It was nuts.
Oh my goodness, like I don't even know what to call it. That's crazy.
Ducks.
I've never seen a creature like that in my life.
Strange. You sure it didn't have eyes on its chest? Some of them do.
You know, I didn't even look. I was just amazed.
Oh my, you're hilarious. What's your name, darling?
Kevin,
So nice to meet you, Kevin. I'm Anara.
Anara, nice to meet you as well.
What brings you to the afterlife?
I just heard that there was a tournament. I wanted to see what was happening. I love having a good time.
Well, I plan on winning this thing.
Oh, you're a participant.
Of course, darling.
So I'm just like, so I'm assuming I clocked that before I kind of struck up a conversation.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's probably why you're striking up a conversation.
And the 5 Rancor cups that I so I'll see if I can grab another server and
2 more gulps, please.
And I'll have 2 as well.
that's not right. Okay, all right, touche.
Let's party, Anara.
Okay. So she gets
One Rancor gulp.
so, yeah, Rancor gulps are being gulped. And so we'll get to the pricing later, but she basically is like, so I'm here all the time. What do you want to know?
Well, what's the prize? I have no idea what's going on with this tournament. I'm just kind of curious.
They've made
about
a
the rules.
statue of my likeness.
Oh, it's of you?
I wish it was my likeness. I look that good though.
You do indeed.
It's solid something. I don't even remember. But it's important.
Is there like a display case that I could see what we're looking for?
Well, they were showing it to us, and they threw it against the wall, and it didn't break. They hit it with a freaking hammer, and it didn't break, didn't dent. Whatever it is made of, it's amazing.
Interesting.
Plot twist, it's Beskar.
Well, it's gold, so
Yeah, but
probably not
still,
Beskar,
right.
but
That'd be cool.
So, I mean, so it's probably, yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, because gold's actually pretty soft.
right, it's not gold.
Okay.
It's a golden color.
Yeah, so when she's like, yeah, they were just beating the hell out of it and it's not moving, I'm like,
Like they're
That's-
showing to the people who are playing for it how important it is.
yeah, I'm like, that's not gold, that's something else. But, cool.
So, but it's not like on display, kind of like to entice people.
Oh, you can look at it.
Where is it?
Well, they had it earlier. And she does actually say they showed it earlier today, but they moved it back into. Well, it's the vault, I assume.
That makes sense.
There's a room in the back. When I was very young, I used to come to this cave before it was the big fancy thing that it is now, and I know the cave goes much deeper than they tell you it does.
Interesting. You're a spelunker.
I'll have whatever you're having.
Touche.
Please tell me their fun comments about this conversation.
Michelle says she is me. Quentin is always Kevin causing problems.
Oh, love it. Love it.
It's great.
Oh, that's good
man.
stuff. So yeah, I kind of dive into that and kind of bring up like,
So tell me about the caving. That's interesting.
And she tells you about the caving.
Yeah.
In the conversation, basically, there's some vault in the back. That's
Sure.
what you learn. And then
and that
now,
there's more, that there's
Yeah.
other ways
Yes.
around.
And so now, Jeeve, you're having a conversation with the roll that was the second roll on the thing here, which I will get to. Just it's a lot. It's a big heist. You're having a conversation with another human. Kind of like a childlike enthusiasm, but definitely a person.
Yeah.
and she's like, Gino Moon, nice to meet you. What brings you here?
I came here with some friends, and we're here to just hang out and have fun.
Where's your friends?
Boy, they all went to different sabacc tables.
Where are they playing in the tournament? Do I know them?
They're not in the tournament that I know of, but
Oh.
they may join if they're still a sign up.
Have you been here before? It's like my third time.
I've not.
Okay.
Is there anything I should know about the place? Is there any sort of reward for this tournament you're talking about? Or?
Oh yeah, I mean, you obviously got the gold Twi'lek statue, but I mean, as far as like anything you should know, gosh, I don't know. Oh, have you met Kinto? Have you met the owner?
I have. He's a pretty nice guy from the conversations I've had with him.
You sure we're talking the same guy?
From what I know, I am.
Sure, you must be one of his more important friends. I'm gonna change the way I talk to you now. Yeah, Kinto is great. Love the guy. He's super great. Haven't had an issue with him ever.
We all have issues with each other. Even I have issues with him.
Okay, what did he do to you?
Threw me under the bus back at another system. I got back at him. We got over it. But
You got over it. Gosh, you'd be the first. He screws over everybody. The fact that he hasn't screwed over these Hutts is crazy. Look at that.
Huts
Look,
are a dangerous game.
She's wearing a purple Hutt mask. She's a Twi'lek. They're all obsessed with him. I don't know why Kinto's getting into this.
Well,
It's weird.
He may have been paying him off to do it. Who knows?
I don't know, but a place this big, you probably have to have some sort of investment that's larger than just what he was able to put out, if you know what I'm saying.
How much do you think this place would cost?
I'm gonna say 3 million credits.
That's a chunk.
I don't know. He's smart though. Can't really blame the guy. Heck, the only reason I'm playing this tournament is because I owe him one.
Oh yeah, what do you own?
Oh, like a lot of credits.
Well, what are we calling a lot? If I may ask.
I'm just planning, if I win this tournament, I'm just planning on giving him the statue back and hoping we're even.
Okay, that's fair.
Statue's worth a lot.
I bet.
I mean, just tech and material alone, it's worth a lot.
Well, what material is it?
Not sure. He won't tell us.
Really?
Just hit it with a hammer.
Huh.
I don't know where they put it though.
Huh. Good to know.
Oh, if you do want to take a look at it, you're gonna need a ring of keys. Kinto's the one who has them though.
Gotcha.
All right.
Where was the last place you saw Kinto?
Earlier this morning, just here. He's always here.
I didn't know if you'd seen him at a specific table or something like that.
Sabacc! Great. You win. Okay. All right. So now we cut back to Drex. Drex is getting escorted back into the holding cells. So he walks over to this hallway between the bar and the immediate cashier space, and they escort you through this door that slides open.
Do we see this happen?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
He's walked
Before
over
I
there.
go in, though,
Yep.
I say, I don't know what all the fuss is about. I have nothing on me. You can check.
Good call. He checks around. This is reward for roleplay. That's brilliant.
That is really.
That's really smart. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm really sorry."
Well, you said you
Told
had a
you that
respirator.
Jawa was full of it.
Well, you said you had a respirator. You wouldn't have that on you.
It doesn't matter.
He's showing him he has no gun. That's it's brilliant. That was really smart. Yeah, that was really smart. Wow. You are allowed to just go. He's like, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry.
Thank you. I just gotta dust myself off and.
So Tanzai was starting he kind of broke off the conversation with Inara and be like, I see my friend. Be right back. And so he was gonna try to figure out what was going on.
Yeah.
But then I just see him and I'm like, and so just across the bar, I'm just like, I turn back around and go back to Inara.
And this Jawa's over there. and they're playing some sabacc, and then he's like, ha! And he throws a gun on the table, and he's like, that's my bet.
So and I'm right there, right?
Yeah, nearby. Yeah.
So I'll walk over and tower over him and be like,
I know that gun. Where'd you get it?
He has a sword.
Where did you get it?
He has a sword.
I'll reach down and I'll grab the gun
Ah, that's my bet.
and I'll turn to the security guard that was with him and be like,
Yep.
The weapon was on the Jawa.
You just hold it and point to him. Yeah.
He has a sword. And the security guard's like, they can have weapons as long as they're not out. Is this your gun?
It was his. He said it was his bet.
Is that your gun? And he turns to you.
Maybe.
Great. He has a number. I can't piss him off.
Can I just get my gun back?
You can. Yeah.
Thank
We're not gonna intervene with that.
and so I'll give it back to him and I'll turn back at the Jawa and I'll just be like,
I'm watching you.
Quentin says, "Way to turn your downfall into a win."
right?
Thank you, Quentin.
Oh
I like
man.
to think we all just like come back together and it's like, this is a scoundrel's life. Be more careful with it.
Jawa is part of the loud exit now.
And the Jawa was like, in the corner of this little table he's at, and he's like, and he just puts a little more chips on the table.
And so I'll be like, Anara, destroy that guy tomorrow at the tournament.
I can't destroy anything if I'm already destroyed.
She's gonna have a violent hangover during the tournament.
Okay.
and just like, so yeah, all right, cool.
Have a good night. Have a great night, Anara.
It's the morning.
Wow, she is gone.
We've all been in Nara at some point in our lives.
I haven't.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Not yet. Not yet.
2 weeks.
So
Forward.
Fair enough.
there is a restaurant downstairs. There is you see as you kind of approach the bar area, there is a circus down here as well, like a
Interesting.
performance
Cirque du
thing.
Soleil?
Like there's like a doorway that kind of goes into this like it basically just says. Actually, I'll just read you what it says. It says Cirque de something. Where is it? It's Cirque de Jintar.
Okay.
It says Cirque de Jintar performs here for the enjoyment of all. Hour-long performance in. Oh well, it's gonna get started here in a couple minutes.
How convenient.
How convenient for the story.
So I'll take my 3 souvenir glass. I'll hand one to each of them so they can have a souvenir glass as well.
That's very nice of you.
And I don't want to get tanked while we're on a stakeout.
I'm just gonna hold it up in the air. Thank you.
Milk and water.
Are you guys gonna actually watch this?
Huh?
You guys gonna actually watch the performance?
Yeah, why not?
So, just to give you the context, is that you walk in, you see the show presents a mix of like Twilight acrobats, trained creatures performing all to the music of like this instrument players, right? And the star of the show, as you kind of watch through, is a Nexu. A Nexu is it has 6 eyes on its head. It has a big, huge like maw and this like tiger-esque body with like a tail that goes back into like 3 or I think it's 2 maybe little like sort of edges, not like anything like spiky or anything, and this back is covered in like these like spiny fur. But if you've seen Star Wars, it's one of the creatures in
It's the one that scratches Padme's back.
yeah, there's like this huge
Yeah.
cat-like creature. It's got tiger-esque stripes but like spider eyes. It's kind of gross looking.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's tough to describe, but I hope that was enough. It's got a huge wide mouth. It almost seems to smile like Cheshire Cat with a mouth full of fangs. However, this one is spinning a ball. And they announce her as Emrys. And she leaps through a flaming hoop. And as the show kind of concludes, you see they all go into this sort of like they all came through this like little domed entrance in the seats. And you might guess that would be a pretty discreet way of getting back into the back way. And you see that there is a security camera hanging in the northwest corner overlooking the seating area as well.
I'm gonna lean over to Tenzai and be like, might make a good distraction later.
Indeed.
Talk about a loud exit.
Mm-hmm.
Did you find anything?
Yeah. There's actually, before this casino was here, there's a lot of tunnels and things like that that were naturally formed in the cave beforehand. There might be some ways to get around.
How did you find this?
Conversation.
I see. Maybe we could get a tour.
How'd you do in your game?
Very well. Yours?
Full sabak.
Congratulations, my friend. It's a good feeling, isn't it?
It is. Did you learn anything about this? I learned this place is probably 3 million credits deep. And our way of getting to the statue, prize, whatever it may be, Kento has the ring of keys. Who's Kento?
Kento would be the man who runs this place.
That makes sense why he has keys.
And the 3 million makes a lot of other things make sense too.
What other things?
Oh, let's just say he doesn't have many friends. Not for long.
It does also explain that any sort of bribe that goes Kinto's way is going to have to be expensive. So if you guys like totaled up all your money, you're not even scratching it
Right. Yeah, we can't buy him off.
unless you gamble your way to it, which you're always welcome to try. There are slots and there are blackjack tables, but those you got to start big to win big if you're going to try. But anyway, you do overhear some people talking kind of nearby. They're like, "Oh, hey, like, I heard Kinto's going to be in the restaurant later. If you guys want to have dinner and see if we can't, have a conversation with him."
So do you know this Kento?
Personally, not really. But I owe a friend a favor who, let's just say, would be very grateful if we made his life unhappy.
I have no problem with that in general.
First,
I just feel there's something we're not quite getting here.
well, first things first. We need that statue.
I thought you were good about taking care of favors ahead of time. Why do you owe someone a favor?
It's personal.
Is it about your hemorrhoids?
What? No, I'm not that old.
Hemorrhoids?
Hornroids?
I don't even know what's happening.
It's on the...
Hemorrhoids in my horn.
Yeah.
In case it wasn't spelled.
I'm not sure how to feel about that.
and like, and at that point, Ken's like, never mind.
So you guys could basically your context is you guys have done sort of some reconnaissance, but you're gonna have to sneak back into the back if you want to learn more information.
Yeah, I'm hoping we can maybe woo that lady of
Anara?
yours to give us a private tour since she knows the place so well.
So yeah, yeah, we can walk back over there and be like,
Oh, she's out,
oh, she's
face
like,
down.
oh, that's too bad. So
Not trying to no butt you, but that really made sense.
yeah, no, that absolutely makes sense.
But she ordered 2 more Rancor
So I'll be
Golds.
and only because Michelle said that was her, I'll be like, 2 more would do it, right, Michelle? Like,
Oh no.
done out. I mean, I've been there too, trust me. But so I will say, I kind of go ask one of the servers, like, when does the tournament kick off tomorrow?
It's likely going to be an all-day thing.
Fair.
Well, I guess it's today, because she said it was morning.
No, it's the next day. It's
Oh, I
just
see.
today's kind of like everybody's arriving, everybody's here.
Oh yeah, Nara has no clue what time
Practicing.
Gotcha.
She was-
No, that's fair.
it is. She's like, it's morning. It's like, no, it is 7 p.m.
She's here all day long. Now, if you want to try to sneak back there, you're welcome to. I mean, literally, the difficulty about this game is that it's not like a video game and where you see the patrols move by. It's just you roll the check. If you fail, you get caught. Like it's like.
Do we want to try to see what's going on back there? I think it would make sense to.
I would say while the tournament is probably wise to do it while people are still doing things and it's crowded.
Sure.
So yeah, maybe before the end of the night, we try to sneak back there to get a look.
Sure. You guys maybe gamble a little bit more before you do that.
Probably.
Is there anything particular you want to gamble on? You want to try some blackjack or maybe some slots?
Nope. I'm good. I got my roll. I'm not.
You did well. Yes.
I'll try some blackjack.
Quit while you're ahead.
Yep.
All right. Just go ahead and roll a D. In this case, it's actually not blackjack. I'm just calling it blackjack for ease. It's actually called Pazak, which is from I believe it's from KOTOR, which is Knights of the Old Republic.
Jinx.
Jinx. So let me pull it up here. I have everything except for what I need. There it is.
There's a lot of work put into it, so I'm not going to just be like, nah, we're not playing your new games.
No, you don't have to. I really don't
I want to
care.
play one of each before.
Sure.
Yeah.
So then let's go ahead and roll a d20, and then I'm the house. So I'm going to be the house for you're white, and then you're red. You ready?
Okay.
Now, if you roll lower than the dealer, the house wins. And I rolled a 1.
Oh, I rolled a 7.
So I win. Now in this case,
Wait,
actually,
if you roll lower than the house,
you roll lower than the house because it's
then the house wins.
then the house wins.
Then they win.
I rolled a 1. I'm the dealer.
You're saying they roll lower than you.
Then
Oh, and I couldn't have
you
rolled
win.
it. Okay,
you
okay.
could not have.
Got it. Okay.
I rolled a 16.
Rolled a 19.
Oh, which I wrote down the tables have different buy-ins. Did you guys want to pick a particular table before? I mean, you probably shouldn't pick anything high now. But there's 10 credit, 50 credit, 100 credit, and 1,000 credit, and 10,000 credit.
Oh, I was just going to say 100 and just
100. Okay, so you're
Play a
down.
few games.
You're down 100 for that game.
That's fine.
And then what did you roll?
19.
So you also are down 100. We'll say.
so you're trying.
roll-
It's lowest on a 20.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's you don't want to bust, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's the thinking.
So if it's cocked, is it a 0?
No.
All right.
You want to try again? Yeah. You want to bet high? You want to go 10,000?
No.
Oh man, thought I'd have him. What do you want to just 100 still?
Yeah, I'll just do 100.
All right, you ready? You playing?
Sure. I'll do the one level up though.
Oh, he's doing 1,000? All right, here we go. Okay, I rolled a 12.
I had an 8.
Okay, so
I'm back up.
you are back up. You get your money back.
What did you roll?
17.
14.
So you got it.
Nice.
Nice.
You got
And
1,000.
we'll just keep, and I probably just keep going for a little bit until people get kind of more into their cups, and I will pretend to keep drinking my drink.
Yeah. Do you want to play slots?
Sure.
You don't have to.
Yes.
Just roll 5d6.
Let's try it.
5d6.
Yep. It's your slot. You're pulling it, and then those are your things. If you get any of a kind, let me know.
No.
Yeah, but I think you need 3 of a kind or 4 of a kind or 5 of a kind. Are those 1s or 6s?
1, 2, 3, and 2 6s.
So nope, nothing. You lose 10 credits.
We'll do that.
Are you just pulling?
3. Yep.
He's just pulling. Keep in mind, every time you pull, it's 10.
Yep. So that's 3. Wow.
Again, she is me. Yes, JD, exactly.
Right. Now, if it was poker, I'd be in good shape. I've had like 4 full houses, but no, I'm down 50,
Okay, you're down
and
50.
I'm just like,
3 6s.
this keeps
3 6s. It's a 2-to-1 return on your bet.
So 10 to. So I did 10.
And then you
I get 20?
20 back.
So
Yeah.
I gained 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can bet anywhere from 10 to 90.
All right. Well, I'll do.
Anyway, you're just playing slots.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's literally just dice slots.
I'm gonna do one more at 90.
He's doing one more at 90. Here we go.
3, 4,
Betting the max. Here we go. Gambling addiction from Laura.
1, 2, 3, and 2 6s again.
Bummer. All right, so he's down 90 for that.
Yep.
But yeah, that's slots. If you guys ever want to play, just hit me up.
And then what was the third one?
I'll just call you and be like, hey, let's play some slots right
Living
now.
the Vegas retiree life, cranking that slot machine.
Right.
That's from Quentin.
Absolutely.
All right, so
Like, how much is it? I
What was
don't know.
the third game?
What was the third
I
game?
want to play all three before the end of the
The
night.
third game was Sabak.
All right, one more game of Sabak.
You're playing another game of Sabak?
One more game.
Oh gosh, he wants to play Sabak.
I'll sit down with him.
Oh, you
at a
guys are.
table.
We're gonna all play Sabak. All right, a game of 3.
I'm not.
You don't want to play Sabak with us?
I did well once. I'm not.
It's a $500 buy-in.
I'm not.
Come on,
500 credit buy-in.
Tommy.
Yep.
No.
You're not gonna play?
I don't.
We're
gamble.
all gonna play.
I don't gamble.
This is not
Jeff.
real life.
Fine.
It's not real money.
Peer pressure.
Peer pressure into. So everybody roll 3d6.
You degenerate.
3d6
Now we're
or
yeah,
3d10.
3d10. Yes. Here we go.
Yeah. See, I told you I didn't want to.
All right.
5, 7, and a
Don't tell us we're playing Sabak. All right. I am feeling pretty good. I'm gonna raise this because I don't have to worry about money. I'm gonna raise this all 500.
I'm in.
You're in.
But I'm gonna reroll.
He's gonna reroll. I'm gonna reroll.
I'm in.
You gonna? Oh, he's gonna. You're not gonna stand.
I'm gonna stay.
Yeah, I shouldn't have done that.
He's gonna stand. That's fine.
So I'll raise another 500.
I'm folding.
I'm out.
Another 500. This is just between us now.
Yes, it is.
This is gonna be awesome.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Stand.
Okay.
All right. They flip their cards.
What do you got?
538.
Which is what? So
16.
0, 6, 5, 2. So I end
13.
up with 13.
You got 1300.
So 13. What was the bet? 500, 500, 500. So you got 1500.
So yeah, because I raised it. So it's 500 buy-in
Yep. Oh, and then you raised it a bunch. Yeah.
because he raised it, and I was like, yeah,
I raised it 500. So that was 1,000.
yeah.
And then you stayed in. You did not.
No.
So I stay. So I give him how much?
so you
well, hold
give
on.
me.
It's-
So it was 500 buy-in for everybody.
Yep.
So that's everybody's down
Then
500.
We raised it twice.
Yep. So
Well, you
that's-
raised it 500 only once, and then you raised it 200 after that. That's what you said, right?
So
No, I raised it. I raised
oh,
it
you raised it
5.
5. So that's a lot.
so 15 from me.
Yes. And then 15.
Because you raised it 100.
I raised it. No, I raised it at 500.
Okay.
I raised it at 500.
So that's 1,000 from you, 1,000 from me, 1,000 from you. You
He got only 500.
you folded right then.
Yeah, because he rolled very poorly.
All right, so that's 3,500 in, and then I raised it another 5,
And then I stayed, or I folded, and he
and
stayed.
that's $5,000 in.
Yeah, $5,000. And
Then
so
I
you,
win.
You got.
So I got $5,000.
Wow.
Yep.
Big bucks.
And I lost. I'd
That
rather
was
lose,
fun.
Rather lose to a friend.
That was fun.
And I'll just kind of reach across.
Guys, we need to play that just for fun. That was awesome. So, yes, feel free to use my self-made D10 Sabak system for
Nice.
your home games.
Cool.
All right, cool. So that took me right out of the game. What are we doing?
Playing some back.
Playing Sabak.
We're about
Alright.
to go explore the caves.
Cool. So math is hard, Laura says.
Right.
It is, though.
Shout out to
So you're all
Laura.
going where?
Glad you're feeling better.
Well, that one chick was passed out, so we can't use her to tour.
Right.
You're just trying to find
We were just
somebody
gonna
to
kind
lead
of
you on?
we were just gonna kind of sneak in now
Yeah.
that everybody's kind of a little bit more tipsy and then it
So
goes
for
on.
me, I think it's got to be. I mean, if you're trying to roll to fit, if you're just trying to fit in, that's roll plus charisma. If you're trying to just know when to move, that's roll plus wisdom. If you're trying to finesse it, that's roll plus dex. But I can't see any other roll than those three.
That's define danger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus charisma.
I'm going to do Dex.
Same.
13.
Wow. So Jeeve is just like, I'm supposed to be here. Just walks in,
7.
barely survives there.
Yep.
Yep.
Over 10.
Over
Five-
so,
five,
yeah,
four
you
plus
guys
three.
both confidently go in this space feeling really good. And Tanzai is walking down this hallway between the bar and the cashier's station, right? You guys are walking down this hallway, and I've got to pull it up because I've got all these things. And it's like a back hallway, right? And you see there's security cameras on the west wall, and it's about to turn over And Tanzai, you're the only one that really notices that this camera's about to move. And you're like, somebody's going to get made, and it might as well be one of us and not three of us.
Sure.
I'm going to give you a choice. You can choose for that to be you, or you can break the camera.
How high up is it? So it's like up, right?
Yeah, you have a blade that is got some size to it.
Yeah.
So you're kind of, unless he's going to blast it, but because you failed, I'm putting the choice in your hands.
Yeah.
You didn't fail, but you like partially succeeded, right? So for me, it's like you can either choose to break the camera, or you can be caught on the camera and then continue to move, knowing full well that they probably saw you.
So can I ask what breaking the camera would entail? I just say that I do, or is there
You just say that you do,
Okay.
and then you may have a couple guards going, "What's going on there?" and then come your way.
So yeah, I'll do that. I'll break the camera.
All right, so you guys are walking by as you kind of turn the corner. The camera's about to pan, and you guys know you're about to get caught. And Tanzai just looks up and goes, the camera hits the ground and kind of shatters.
And I'll just sheathe my blade again real fast
Yeah.
and be like, we're probably on a clock.
Let's move.
So there's there basically looks like an office to your right, and then kind of when you pass that to your left, there's like another office, but it's like mainly like a larger office space, and then you see to the right, beyond the first door that I said, is a kind of another like lounge area. Kevin's vandalizing the casino.
What's that?
Quentin says Kevin is vandalizing the casino.
Yeah, Kevin's a nuisance.
So it's kind of your choice. You guys got 3 little rooms. There's also, I guess when you immediately walked in the hall, I could have said you went into like the clerk's office if you wanted to like verify anything. But basically it says clerk's office. It says Kinto on the next room, Kinto's office. And then the next one's like the security office. And then the other one was an employee lounge.
Okay, so the first one was Kinto's office specifically. Okay.
Yeah, if you want to go to Kinto's office, you can. We try.
We should probably go there first, see if the keys are in there.
Not a bad idea. Let's move quick.
Yep. So I'm gonna.
What was that?
Yeah, what was that?
I'm just laughing because I told you guys where Kinto would be when, but right now he's not.
Wait, what?
So I told you in the
He'd
middle
be
of,
at the restaurant later tonight.
Right.
which means he's probably
In the office right now.
So you open the door.
I thought it was later tonight.
Yeah, that's what we were.
We waited.
Oh, you waited. You're right. I'm stupid. You're right. I died.
That's why we waited.
I quit. I'm dead. Just kidding. No, it's fine.
Remember all the gambling we did?
You're right. This roomy office contains an L-shaped desk sized for a solistan, cushioned chairs, and knickknacks on the shelves. A painted relief spans the entire north wall and depicts a host of hut enforcers catching smugglers as they plunge into the depths of hut space. So you look around, and
What is that?
Take offense to that painting.
Yeah, it's like
It's
so
racist.
rude, right? So there's a desk here and a bunch of drawers. And that's basically the majority of any potential treasure you will find in here.
Okay. Looking for that ring of keys.
Yeah, just kind of toss the place real quick. Not toss it, like, but just like go through stuff.
Yeah. Rummage the place.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
Are there any cameras in here?
Huh?
In this office?
No. Cool. Go ahead and roll to discern realities.
Discern realities.
Okay.
7.
Okay, you ask one.
I ended up with a 7 as well.
Ask one.
What here is useful or valuable to me?
It's a good choice.
What here is not what it appears to be.
I like that.
And that's a plus wisdom.
Yes.
I got a 11.
So that's ask 3.
Okay.
So pretty much every question's going to get asked here, except for one.
So yeah, just pick which one question we don't want.
You did what here is useful and what happened here.
I feel like what we should be on the lookout for is not useful to us.
Yeah,
Because we know what we're looking for.
What is here that is not what it appears to be?
Yeah, we've got that.
I mean, literally, you guys ask all the questions but one. And which question do you not want to ask?
I am gonna ask. Who should we? I'm gonna not ask what is about to happen.
Okay. What happened here recently? Well, what happened here recently was that a man just went to dinner.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably the one we didn't need, but
What is about to happen is you're about to have some guards walking around these rooms as a camera has been destroyed. What should I be on the lookout? Well, that was the question you didn't want to ask, right? What should I be on the lookout for?
No, that's
when you're not asking.
no. That I did want to ask that one.
Okay, what should be on the lookout for? You
yeah,
should be-
he was saying what is about to happen was not what we wanted to know.
Got it. Well,
But
you know
he
what's about to
gave it to
happen.
us
But yeah,
I told you.
we knew anyway.
So here's I'll just tell you what's in the drawers. Here we go. Top drawer of Quentin's desk holds a tiny key that unlocks some potentially a display case. You're not sure what that means, but it just has it says display case on the key. You see a ring bearing a seal of Kinto, and then you see a velvet pouch containing 2,500 credits. Then you also, I'm not even done. The bottom drawer of the desk contains an unlocked case that contains a command remote. Now you asked the question, what here is not what it appears to be.
Correct.
This command remote commands an HK series droid.
Okay.
Provided that you're within 30 feet of it.
Okay.
Now, what it appears to be, though, is that it's locked down to the area. You can't take it with you, but you can use it.
Okay.
And then all the rest of the questions basically total out that the ring of keys are not here.
Okay.
The ring of keys that would allow you into some of the other spaces. Why this room was unlocked is beyond you. So what is about to happen? I've changed my mind, and that is potentially a clue.
Like why the
Yeah,
room
why
being
is
unlocked?
this room unlocked?
Yeah, like we need to go. So I guess the question is, do we grab the display case key? Because if he comes back and it's in the top drawer, if he looks for it and he knows it's gone, then he knows something's up.
Is the question? Do we want to wait till tomorrow?
Good question.
I mean, if you're just scouting, you're scouting pretty hard.
That's fair. I mean, I think we're kind of in, right?
I feel like since we're already here, we might as well
Get-
take that control so he can't use it against us.
He can't take it. He can only use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
true.
can we?
So basically, you're just going, boop.
I think. Yeah, I'll activate the HK to kill everyone but us.
That's horribly violent. Are you sure? That's every
I mean,
innocent civilian
that's part
and everything.
of our mission here
Wait.
is to cause some damage.
Yeah, that's
Right,
that's
so-
like
How about this?
I'm gonna make you ignite a
kill-
red lightsaber right now and
How
start
about
lightning
kill
people.
Every
like, what do you mean?
Every single security guard.
Sorry, the remote is not within 30 feet of the thing. You can't
Well-
take the droid out of the building, is what I'm saying.
Oh, the droid.
Right.
So the
I'm saying the HK droid is going to be effective for only this heist.
Right.
Right.
Oh, so we can take the remote out of this
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
okay.
what I was saying.
take
We
the
do is we
remote
just
for
take
sure.
the remote.
Yeah. So let's grab the display case
And
key.
yeah, both of that.
If we're doing this, we're grabbing all of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna make changes to everything if they come and see the camera's broken, the key's missing, the remote's gone. So we might as well just
Just go for it.
freaking send it.
All right.
Yeah.
Grab everything.
All right. So
This went. This ratcheted up real fast.
That escalated quickly.
yeah, I mean, I think we got to pick it up there next time. I think there's a lot going on. They've got a heist. They're in the middle of it. I didn't expect it. It all happened. Yes, Laura, gambling is tough for me, and we all made it happen. Thanks, Michelle, for hanging out with us. Thanks, Quentin. I appreciate all you guys.
The slippery slope. You have a couple drinks, you start gambling, then you just wanton murder. Like
I was like, dude, what are you doing? The answer is no. Sorry.
It's a great distraction.
Yeah, an HK droid by nature for sure would. If you ever played KOTOR, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an assassin droid, and they're like
They
ridiculous.
kill Jedi.
Yeah, they're horrifying. So speaking of horrifying, if you didn't like and subscribe, what are you doing? If you're catching us later on VOD, then you're awesome. If you're listening to us on YouTube Music, that helps us too. So I appreciate you hanging out. All the people who were live in the chat, you're my BFFs.
That was a lot of fun, guys.
Super fun. Thanks for doing that. And we'll catch you next time on Roll to One and Star Wars Ragtag.